Well, on that
Oh,
note,
dear.
we're gonna start this whole thing, guys. So, welcome to the stream. Welcome to everybody here to the cast, as you can see on screen right now.
Yay.
If you want to refer to their names, there it is. If you want to send some questions via the stream right now to the chat, you can, but they'll be attended to at the end of the series of questions we already have. So, so let's get it started. Why not? Guys, 4 seasons done. We just done this fourth season right now. I think it was an amazing fucking ride. I gotta say it. I did not think it was gonna be possible to go beyond what we did with Tony, but I think we fucking knocked it out of the park. Like, wouldn't you guys agree?
Oh yeah.
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 Jesus, like that.
No doubt.
Buddy's evil fucking laugh that kind of creeped me out there.
It's cute and
so
creepy.
So
I
we got
apologize.
we got quite a few people here, as you can see. We do have Buddy. I know there's quite a few questions for Buddy as well, and we got our regulars as well as Rhett, Morgan. Of course, we got Jimmy and Genji who showed up last 2-3 episodes.
Whoop.
So whoop whoop to that. We've got the one and only Austin Maverick.
Mm.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Big cheers. We also got Julia, of course, from Green Mountain, the one who was stalking me, the crazy bitch. And
It's Psycho Bitch, thank you very much.
Psycho bitch. And we also got our late Kelsey Winslow here, aka Blazer Paiza.
Rice and potatoes.
And
Thank
we
you.
got a few extras with us as well that participated, so they'll be there to comment as well. So guys, don't feel shy when it feels appropriate. Just head in there and say what you got to say. All right. So let's get it started. We've got a first question. Oh, by the way, yeah, I should probably mention that we'll be showing a few videos tonight, such as an in memorial, of course, like we did with Tony last season, and we'll also be showing a blooper reel that I freaking made like in the last 30 minutes before I pretty much started the stream. So I'm glad I got it done. It'll be more refined once it's uploaded, but at least we got something for now. And god dang, it's fucking funny. I just gotta say.
Perfect.
So yeah, I can't wait to get to that. We'll get to that later, guys. So stay tuned. Obviously, cliche shit. First things first. I want people to understand that not all the characters are permadeath. Some people were satisfied with finishing off their characters right then and there, and because they wanted to move on to other things, such as I believe Kelsey has, right?
Yeah, I permadeath Kelsey during that.
Exactly. So it's a real thing going on. In fact, I did not permadeath this time. I used to do it all the time. Buddy didn't do it. Rhett didn't do it.
Yeah, my character's alive as well.
Yeah, but Genji is
I didn't do
permadeath.
it.
Yeah, well, you didn't do it
Dude,
with
you
the show, but
permadeath
didn't you
Genji.
die?
I
didn't
Didn't you
know
tell
that.
me you died? No.
I
Well,
you didn't permadeath
okay.
in the series, you permadeath after the series, didn't
Just so people are
Sure,
clear,
well,
it
to the character for a while.
you're lagging a
yeah,
lot,
gee.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
After
I
the
think
series.
he permadeathed after the show.
Oh,
Mm.
he did the permadeath after a show. So what happened in Sam's story did not happen
Yeah.
actually. In fact, it stopped. Everything in the show stopped at episode 12, right before Sam's escape, essentially. So episode 13 and 14 never happened. Anything before that did. So Kelsey's death, all that stuff, and currently Austin's got a bounty on me and Buddy's head. He's trying to
Oh
look
yeah,
And
that's fun.
literally
Yeah.
everybody keeps drawing on the posters.
Yeah.
I did.
I saw a
did
penis
that.
on one. So
Yeah,
just saying.
that was me. That was me.
Yeah,
That
the
was me.
forum.
Good
You
drawings.
guys could see that on the forum, guys.
That's a good trend, you know.
But
You're not wrong.
It was a good name.
but just to say, not everybody does permadeath, guys. So if you're hoping to meet some of these characters, these fucking great role players, then there is still a huge chance that you can, including Sam, Buddy, and all the main characters basically of the show. And Morgan's still lurking about. I think he is recently. He's back on his character a little bit, so I'm pretty
Mhm.
hyped about that. I hope
Yep.
to bump into him. So yeah, all right, let's move on. This season concluded a trilogy of the Bauer storyline. Basically, we started with season 1 with Quinn. We went into with Eddie because he was Quinn's manager, and that really concluded it well. But then I thought, why not go into this branch right here and really finish with a bang? And fuck, boy, did we do it, man! Like this was a big bang, and I'm really happy about it. So yeah, this is it, guys. We're not going to be talking about anything that has anything to do with Quinn, Eddie, or Sam ever again. All right, so I need that to be very clear right now. So if you guys got ideas that you want to shoot at me and let me know, as you always do, nothing that has to do with those guys. I think we've done what we needed to do with that storyline, and I'm going to be moving on to something more, on its standalone, like Tony was. So I'm going to move on to something else, and I'm letting you guys know here now tonight that next season, if there is one, obviously, I always debate this. You never know IRL and stuff, but if there is a season, it will be based at the beginning of the outbreak. So it's not going to be following up onto the current storyline right now in this universe. It will be in the same universe, but in the beginning. So yeah. We're going to get to probably see Buddy again. Everybody seems to love and hate that he has died, and including a lot of different characters that might cameo the next season as well, because, start of the apocalypse, everybody's still alive, and we can do it. So anyway, fun fact too, Rhett played Sam in episode 1. He those shots that you see you see Sam just running around alone, and you could tell there's a cameraman. I was the cameraman, and Rhett was in episode 1 doing me. So wait, that did not sound right. That did not sound right.
Oh God, why did you just tell them that?
I told him the awful truth. Holy shit.
There was some really fucking shit
but
going on right
and
he
now
was
Sam turned into Tony.
he was playing Sam.
The Lost Blooper reel film.
Yeah, that's right. That should never see the light of
The
day.
secret love.
But another fun
Blooper,
fact
shut
is that Buddy, he played Sam in the final episode on Scalisi Island. Buddy was the one actually dressed up as me, and that was #Buddy's feet, not mine. I saw that we were watching it, and it's like a little inside thing. So anyway, what else here? Yeah, guys. By the way, you could head to my channel. If you guys want to see something else that's sort of like what I do or very close to it, with episodes and stuff like that. There's a few good guys, man, that are really doing a great job right now, and they're trying really hard, and it's showing. So if you guys could show them some love, just head to my YouTube page, and you'll see in my my recommended channels right there. They're all there. So there's Sam Fields, and there's Tony and Aries and Cleric Underwood. They're really great guys, and they do fantastic. So you should check them out. All right. So now on to the question, guys. Fucking about time, right? We got all that out of the way.
Woo.
Yeah, celebration. All right. So the first question here is from Jay Overland. Says, Gaming Roach, which death this season touched you the most? Well, I mean, that's not even a secret. I think I've said it a lot, especially in the finale. But Buddy's death is the one. I mean, the character has been through, all 3 seasons, and very in touch with 2 of my main characters, and so, I mean, of course, I was really touched to lose Buddy, man. That was the hardest thing. When I saw him die on my screen there, I actually felt something while filming it. I'm just saying, I felt the impact, and it. And then I knew it was over. And we did not know, right, Buddy? How about you let him know? Huh? How much we did not know. It almost permadeath Buddy as well. You thought long and hard about that, did you, Buddy?
I was 90% certain up for a long time, up until after we were done filming even. I was like, okay, this is it. This is the most perfect ending I could ever picture for the character. And then things unfolded in RP afterwards that made me think, wait a second, I can't do this now. I want to continue this storyline. As perfect as it was, I just could not bring myself to let it happen. But I wanted to. I really did.
Yeah, I almost did the same, and in fact, I was like, you know what, buddy, I'll follow you. You do what you want, man. I might live, I might die too. In fact, I didn't even know if I was gonna die until the very last day before I aired the show. That's when I decided to kill off Sam, but for the show, and stayed with Buddy because we're having a really good storyline, a second one with Austin, all that, and now we're out and about and we're hiding. It's fucking great. I'm loving the tension. It's mean for Buddy, but we're having fun with it, so it's really a good time. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next question here from Dustin Ripley. He says, "Hey, Roach, is there a chance we'll see a different style of gameplay? Maybe more aggressive gangs or a hunter who avoids contact with other people unless he's trading? Just an idea. Amazing work as always." Um, like a different style. I've always played, sort of like hero-like characters, nice, friendly guys, and yeah, I definitely thought about next season. And how the demand is really seems to be high for people want to fucking sympathize with a bad guy for some reason now. It seems to be the thing. So I got a lot of work to do on that, but I definitely want to look into a line where the next season's going to be a very hostile season, and I'm going to be the one delivering the hostilities. And to see how the people will, react to that, I'm very curious. So I'm going to work on something with some people, and we'll see where that goes. But yeah, it's definitely something I'm thinking about.
Well, to be fair,
I think that's sort of like kind of unique because like when you see all these like shows and stuff, it's always from like the good protagonist perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
well,
then
kind of like
seeing
Dexter,
like a first
right?
person view of yeah,
I mean, it
that-
could just be
yeah,
an
exactly
anti-hero,
like that.
really.
Yeah.
Just take House of Cards. I mean, that's like the perfect antithesis of an anti-hero.
That too. Were you gonna say something, Undead?
Yeah, I was gonna say to be fair, as to that comment, the first part about someone who only goes around the trade, that wouldn't exactly create very interesting videos for you. It'd be him walking around in the woods talking
Yeah.
about trees. But he is always
Yeah,
welcome
trade
to play with me and my
556.
friends, and we do a lot of hostile RP. So
Yeah,
Roach is always welcome.
I'll be practicing a lot of that during the summer. I want to go into some hostile field as well. I'm probably going to conclude what I got to do because I do think about permadeathing Sam eventually with this whole thing going
Buy or
on with
die.
me and Austin. If it's all right and done, it might happen. I'll move on to a hostile character and start practicing and see where it goes. If I could pull it off, then yeah, there's a big chance. So we're going to move on to the next one, Mr. Golden Commander. Why does everyone die at the end of the series? The whole point this season was like I wanted to be Sam to be alone. Like he started alone, and I wanted him to finish alone. So yeah, it's just I wanted that like Chief Morgan. He decided to leave. He knew what was going to happen. Everybody who was going to go into that compound was going to die. Everybody. That's how it was going to go. And Chief. Chief, you went the other way, and now he's still alive. So which is a good thing. I would have loved to have a ex machina moment with him though. But everybody has to die because that's how it is. And it was an action oriented finale, and of course a lot of people were gonna die, and Sam had to be alone. I guess if anybody wants to chime into why they think.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I
Well,
could just,
I mean,
well,
it
you were
ties everything
talking
up in a
about-
nice bow.
you can go first, Combat.
I was just saying, it's tied everything up in a nice bow, like full circle.
Well, it's smart that in character it all made sense. Well, for the Horsemen at that point, Austin was done. He was not thinking tactically. He was not thinking smart. He wasn't gonna wait for them at the border or anything like that. He just ran at them. He knew where they were, and he ran at them. He sent his guys in, and they died. I mean, sure, they had a bit of potato aim in that last video, but stormtroopers. But
Well, it's yeah.
yeah.
It was
There
all
was no
scripted.
planning.
The battle
Yeah.
though, like the battle was
Yeah, yeah.
scripted. There was no planning
Can
for
we
lines.
make that like a new trending
to be.
hashtag, like horse troopers? Please make that a thing.
Horse troopers.
Please make that a thing.
By the way,
Um,
speaking of stormtroopers, Roach, am I wrong or did I hear the Wilhelm scream in there somewhere?
There was
There
a
was.
Wilhelm.
Oh yeah, you
I
did.
fucking
Yeah.
knew it.
That was
Mhm.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were talking about like an ex machina with Morgan. I just like imagine got like Sam sitting there on the pier, the gun pointed at his head. The camera like pans out. You just see Morgan like standing up on a hill. There's like the sun
would've been
shining
great.
on his back and stuff.
Essentially, when I
It'd
was
be
watching
crazy.
like the finale when Buddy's being drowned, like that's what I thought. Like I was like, that gunshot, that was Morgan who just saved the day right there, and it could have been, but then again, Morgan would have had to die because I really wanted for this storyline to end with Sam alone and nowhere to turn to. So he couldn't have anybody at that point. It had to end with Buddy and Sam. So yeah. Okay. I finally pressed play on the video, so now there's actually video on screen. I forgot to do that, I guess. So here's a question a lot of people are going to be able to answer. Again, from Jay Overland, who is still alive from this season? So, not many. But,
No.
Does he mean in
Morgan?
character or?
In character, yeah. So
Is he-
who? Just say I, and your little green
I know,
dots
but
will
Wait,
I
light
think
up.
one thing you
Permadeath?
need to specify though.
Wait,
you need
is
to
he talking about
specify
Permadeath or no?
from this universe or from the
That's what I'm
Daisy
saying.
roleplay
It sounds
community.
The
like from the
universe
Daisy.
and it's like they want to
the
know. I
universe and the
think.
series.
Yeah,
Who they can run
let's give
into.
them both. Let's give them both. All right. Let's start with who is alive still from this series. Who got out
I.
alive?
Aye.
Yeah, Jules. Yeah, of course. Benny.
Aye.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck Brett. No, you died, man. You died so many times. And of course, yes, Morgan. Morgan as well is still alive, and everybody who was with Jules as well were still alive. Oyface here, William Ashby, who was with Enzo, they're both still alive as far as we know. In the storyline. So I believe that's pretty much it. So in the storyline, but in Daisy RP, a lot of us are still alive.
I think nearly everybody's still
Except for
alive
Kelsey.
from that.
Yeah.
Except for Kelsey and
For
Jack.
Kelsey.
Jack decided to
Kelsey
take
is
that as a
very good.
permadeath. So
Yeah.
Jack is permadeath. So
Yeah.
unfortunately he couldn't be with us tonight. So but yeah, I do have a question. He did answer it. So we'll get to that later. All right. Anybody else had anything to say about if they're alive or dead here?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
So Phil Vandren, my obvious question will be: will there be another season character? Since I think we pretty much touched on that earlier, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah. We pretty much touched on that, Phil. Sorry, I should have read that before, but yeah, that's what happens when you're high.
What the fuck? I didn't realize we were smoking
Lost
before this
Scam, Vaughn. Once again, Roach. Fuck, man. All these questions about the next season. I don't know if there's going to be a fifth yet. I'm not 100% sure. I'm only 50% sure right now. I'm completely exhausted. Right now, like mentally, I can't handle it no more. Like editing is all I see. I don't know if you guys remember playing Tetris so much that when you would close
Yeah.
your eyes, all you would
Oh,
see is
yeah.
that. That's how I
Yeah.
feel with editing. Same
Oh,
fucking
man.
thing.
You
It's
just hear the
hell.
music.
Oh yeah, you hear the music. So yeah,
You
we
dream
had
in that
also
southern drawl.
we also the question of big whoa. Did Buddy just perm his character? So we answered that. No, he did not. Big Tom.
Undead's working on that.
Undead's
Yep.
working on that.
Yeah, he's working on it.
Thanks, guys.
No, I'd never do that to Buddy. Buddy's my friend.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
All right, next question here from Big Tom. If you had to swap characters with one of your cast members, whose character would you want to play and why?
Ooh.
That's an interesting question.
You know what? I did not even think
That's a
about
pretty
this
good
one.
one.
That's a really
Pretty
good
good one.
question.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Austin Maverick.
Can I
obviously.
do like a top three? But I'll specify the top one, but like the other two, because there's a few characters I'd love to be. I would.
We should go down the
definitely...
list with this too.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, we'll go down a list with this. Everybody will chime in. We'll try to be quick about it. So I'm sorry I'm holding you up. I guess I would be number one. I'll just say one. I want to be Austin Maverick because I want to see what it is to be the bad guy. So and he did such a fantastic fucking job at it. I don't even know if I could even stand up to that kind of standard. So that's how I feel to it. No, honestly, and I've seen a lot of bad guys, and yeah, some of them are way better, some of them are way less better. So, but he's really fucking good. He nails it, and I would love to try that out. So I think that would be my answer. So how about Rhett? Who would be? We'll go in order in TeamSpeak. Who would you swap with and why?
Who would I swap with? Probably Morgan.
He's great, isn't he?
Because I want to be black.
Great answer.
This is the one instance where the black guy does not die first.
Yes.
It's true. In fact, he
The
lives.
black guy doesn't die at all.
How about Kelsey? How about what's your take on this?
Well, I mean, obviously I'd have to switch genders, but if I were to be a different character,
I mean, you could be Fox. She lived.
Yeah,
But she
did
doesn't
fine.
have to pick a girl. Like if she could,
yeah, I don't
this is
have
the
to pick a
point of
girl.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but I'm like,
Brett.
I don't know. I kind of would like to see what it would be from Buddy's perspective. So if I were to pick another character to be, it would probably be Buddy.
That's a good answer. Yay! And how about you, Buddy? You're right up
Do I want to
next.
get a turn? Oh, okay.
I mean, I'd love to feel pretty and be a girl, but I can't just quite. No, I would like to flip the coin over and see a bit of chaotic evil
like me.
going on. Just I don't know, just to make a mess of things. So yeah, I do have to say Austin Maverick.
All right. And how about you, Chief Morgan?
It's a tough question. There's some characters with definite field. I definitely.
Well, remember,
like
this is
Undead's
off the top of
character.
our heads, so no offense to anybody. We're just like quickly thinking about it. So
honestly, I think I'd probably go with Kelsey. I'd like to see. I think it's interesting to see a dynamic where there's a woman in a relationship, but there's also a really strong antagonist, and being in that position sounds like a very interesting character to be. So I probably would pick that.
Definitely. And as another main character we got here, Jimmy. Jimmy, who would you switch with?
My name is Coda.
Well, I mean,
I know.
What, Jimmy? Question
Jimmy
mark,
Kraft,
you know
yeah. Who would Jimmy Kraft switch with? Yeah.
I don't know. One of the bad guys. I don't know. Or Trader Jack. I
Trader
really liked
Jack?
his role he played.
He did fucking good this season, man. Did he?
He's a
really
go-to
good
guy.
Yeah, he was really great. All right. And Genji, how about you? Who would you take the place of?
I mean, if I'm honest, like out of all of them, he's not here right now, but I'd love to be like Enzo. Just the
He's
Italian
great, right?
guy. Just like I have no time for these shit, you know.
Fuck you.
You're on your way, Genji. Yeah, that sounds good. And how about you, Jules? Julia?
I'd have to say probably Austin Maverick, just due to the fact that he actually has power, and every single time I try to get power in character on any character, I get fucked in the ass just because. Oh, you're not allowed to have any leadership at all. We saw it in this series when I was like just trying to push the conversation to allow for the nomads to fight the horsemen. No, shut up. You like.
William Ashby here. By the way, he's the one who risked his life in front of Enzo. For those who are unsure, but yeah, he's a huge part of Enzo's life. So who would you take the place, man? Instead of taking that bullet for Enzo, what would you do?
To be honest, there's one thing I really enjoyed about this season was the parts we got to see from the other perspective, with the horsemen. So I'd be happy just being any of the horsemen, really. Just to be on that side of things.
Yeah. Anything like on the bad side, right? Just the bad side seems so appealing right now.
Character, but yeah.
We're all good guys, just tired of losing.
That's just be bad.
And how about how about you?
I usually win.
How about you, Undead Austin Maverick, the man himself?
I'd have to be Kelsey Winslow because I'd like to know what it was like to fuck Austin Maverick.
Oh, wow. That was something. Holy shit. Anybody who's joining the stream right now, sorry about that. But no, it's all good and fun. And
Good answer.
But thank you for joining the stream, by the way. We're already into a few of the questions. If you want to leave some questions in the chat right now, they will be kept aside and we'll address them later.
But no, realistically, it'd probably have to be Buddy. If I was gonna make a serious answer, it'd probably have to be Buddy, just because I've never ever played a character like that. Not even close. Like I've played like more RP alts, but I've never played a innocent character such as that. Well, innocent before this series, but
Yeah. No, definitely, man.
Yeah, you have.
I was really leaning between you and Buddy earlier, so I was like, fuck.
Yeah, like I have a few RP alts.
Sorry about that, Coda.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's alright. It was my fault. I mean, I know you have like an alt that like occasionally, like almost never, goes around with us.
Yes, yeah, I do.
And
I
he's
do
like
have a few.
actually like he's a normal fucking guy.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Hey,
Marshall. Hey.
Finally, you got here.
Sorry,
there you go.
Grenade blast man is here.
He's the as I quoted Marshall in the in memoriam video that you'll see later. Actually, I'll just leave that as a surprise. I think you guys will laugh a lot about about that. Because he goes by John. That's all. Because Austin yelled at him and said John, and that's his name. So
That
he's the
was
one.
totally off script.
Yeah, it was off script because he actually goes by John on Daisy RP for real, but he was just playing a horseman there. So welcome, Marshall.
Hello.
You
I
feel
am
free
glad
to
be here.
chime in once in a while and stuff like that, but we're gonna go into the second question here from Big Tom. This question
I
is.
just woke up. You don't want me
You
chiming
sound like a guy who just woke up.
You sound like Marshall after all his friends died again.
Yeah.
They did all die again.
Or
Yeah.
It's called the In Memoriam video.
So guys, we're gonna keep going because we got a lot of stuff to address here. So this question is for the two who played Austin and Braxton. How do you think your villains compared to previous villains in the series? Thank you for all your hard work.
I don't know. I don't want to toot my own horn. I had fun with it. That's
You
all I can
don't?
say. I do want to toot my own horn. I'm awesome. No, but it was a lot of fun, and I think that I compared equally to a lot of the villains. I think that some of them were just, man, some of those lines like Tate. I will
was
never forget
great.
Tate Hollows.
Yeah,
Like
he was
it
really
was great. I loved his ending. It was superb, and he'll be one I remember forever. You know, Weldon, he's King Edgelord, so he's been good with his characters. Lucifer's an edgy motherfucker.
He was an edgy character. Anybody else want to chime in on what they think about this too? You know, like how Austin and Braxton pretty much compared to the previous villains. What's your guys' take on it?
I mean, Braxton gets the bragging rights of killing me.
I like
He
how
does.
over the top.
That
like,
The Irish will still be on top forever, in my opinion. The Irish are pretty fucking scary at their peak. They were really.
I'd say Austin's a little too headstrong sometimes and too confident for his own good.
He definitely is headstrong. Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's a flaw in his character.
Yeah, like one thing I can say about Austin is like his character felt like real. Like this is somebody that you kind of feel like you could fucking run across in the apocalypse. Like some
exactly.
headstrong, like I got a fucking army behind my back. What the fuck are you?
Oh,
gonna
he
do,
used
little
that.
shit?
Oh yeah, he did, man.
Yeah.
And it was great. Like I mean, fuck man, he turned out to look like a psycho. FYI, guys, we're gonna be seeing some real life pictures as well because obviously on Daisy RP there are character pages, and we all choose like what our characters would look like if they were real. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that a little later on. So tune in for that. We're going to move on to the next question, which is from J.C. Hughes. Who was Buddy's father?
Weldon.
Weldon. Well, it definitely wasn't Sam.
Yeah.
FYI, for those who don't know, when I went to the grave at the end, ironically, it was actually Buddy dressed as Sam, but dropping the hat and fishing rod onto his father's grave. So, but go ahead, Buddy. Who was Buddy's father? Was he ever a character? Was he ever something? Who was he before? I guess. Go ahead, man. Take a little 2 minutes here.
I mean, the ongoing joke currently is that it was Sam because of the whole kind of bond they share between each other.
Yeah, but adoptive kind of surrogate father kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he was never actually an actual person played by anyone in the community at all. It was just a mentioning of someone from his past that he'd always talk about and refer to. Like,
well, he was a fisherman, right? Like he's the one who gave you that fishing rod.
Buddy plays his dad's character when the war wipe happens.
Oh, that'd be awkward considering I watched
Buddy's
it.
his own dad.
Did you ever give him a name?
Well, I mean, like the lore wipe.
I mean, I play my own brother.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
It'd
awkward.
be an interesting twist, but I think that's a storyline, a story plot that I'd rather leave as it is because I just felt it was very neatly tied together with how Buddy's storyline went. So I'm
Morgan's your dad. He just doesn't care about you.
And somehow you're not black.
Morgan has like so many kids. Are you kidding me? That he's just like
He's got children.
The reason he left Russia is because of all the fucking the payment I've made.
Oh my god. Child support? Too much
child support.
Oh no.
So many 5.56 rounds to pay for my child support. I'm going home.
Gotta buy Nikes for everybody.
You know what? That's why he joined GMTC. He just took
You're
money
right.
on the side.
You're right. All this money is going to my children in Russia.
You know how many Nikes 6 kids wear?
Anyway.
No, Buddy. Buddy's dad should just like low key secretly be Austin Maverick.
I was gonna say Bob Ross.
Plot
Weird.
Oh, there's a plot twist.
Yeah,
Austin
there's
fucking-
a Horseman right
Austin
there.
have a
Hey,
kid
I'm your
when he's-
father.
Does
Oh, they
Austin
put-
have a kid when he's like 5?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, make Buddy's dad Hodgie.
Yeah,
Make him
it's
Hodgie.
happened.
It's like he should. Hodgie shot his son like, I couldn't stand that bitch.
Jesus, we're pulling some
Wearing
anti-Star
blue all the
Wars shit.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next question. Here it's from Trent Rouse. I think that's how you say that. He says, "Uh-oh, why'd you crush my hopes and dreams, man? Also, come on. A common theme I've noticed with your series: your character dies in the end, some way, somehow. Any way to change that in the future seasons?" No.
Well, to be fair,
I
to be
tried,
fair,
but
you weren't going to.
I
Like,
wasn't
you
going
weren't-
to.
yeah,
I
we
didn't know.
were
I
talking about that.
That was
we
the last
talked about
moment
it.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the last thing I filmed. Like I literally filmed that like a day before I released the episode, like that I rendered it. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to, but then I was like, fuck, man, and everybody's gonna expect to see Sam again. And to me, a story has a beginning, middle, and end. And the only end to life in a story is death. You know, and
Yeah.
yes, every death is premature and it sucks. I understand that, but I don't want to revisit these characters. I want them to have a complete story. What if I can't make another season? What if I can't complete this life, you know? So I go with all these what ifs and I just prefer to end it. It's just easier this way. And you know, I don't know. That's how I see it. And I don't think I'll change that formula, but who knows? I mean, there's room for anything. I'm going to be the bad guy next season, most likely. So, do I die that, you know, or do I don't die? Do I win? Do I make the bad guys look like they win this time? Or I don't know, you know, like it's a tough question. Just gotta say.
Personally, I would say it doesn't have to be a complete ending. Like, I know you have your philosophy of like, if you die, that's the end. But if you craft a well enough ending, honestly, I think if Buddy didn't die and Sam, if they went off together, that would have been a close enough ending for me. Like, I'd have been okay, and then they
Hey,
live
guy.
happily ever after. Like, somehow that's your ending. Like,
You should have had something like
or as
that.
a bad
except
guy,
for-
Roach, if you play a bad guy, maybe they learn to be good, and then that's like the happy ending, or maybe they die at the end.
Yeah,
after
maybe.
learning to be good, you know.
Or just fucking like everyone loses. Like everyone,
Kenobi
like here,
had
like here,
something.
everybody fucking lost here, in my opinion. Like you did beat like.
Yeah, everybody. There was no winner because everybody
Yeah,
died.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
but it
was a
also
sad
really
ending.
depends on the character that Roach is going to play because
Yeah, exactly.
like it depends how the story goes because if like the
Exactly.
story goes a certain way there could be death, but if it goes another way, you know, they could walk away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or with this next this possible next season, where you said that you want to play a bad character. I mean, just an example of what you could have done is if Sam survived, this next guy who's bad, he could run into Sam and then kill him and kill Sam. That
Yeah,
way, you
there
know,
could have been
you
something
can
like
link
that,
two
yeah.
seasons together like that. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
it would have been possible, definitely.
Another-
But again, remember, guys, like the next season's based before the outbreak. This means we go back in time, and all these characters exist again. You know, in
Well, then
this
another one.
universe.
Another one you could do is you could just do like a character that's like total fucking like coward and just like looks out for himself, or like throw people under the bus.
That-
and shit.
That's how Jimmy
That'd be
is.
interesting indeed.
No,
But guys, we
that's
could.
not making, no, I don't think that's being a coward. That's taking care of yourself for.
Well, yeah, in the
What-
apocalypse,
what
I think it's more an acceptable
Hobo
thing.
season, hobo season.
Hobo season, chief.
Hobo code.
But guys, seriously, we got to move on to more questions. We're gonna go on right now with Jack Julian. Hey Roach, I was curious which supporting character was your favorite from all seasons, like Rhett, Alfie, etc. Man, that's a mean fucking question, man. Because
Surprise shitface.
if they're listen,
Yeah.
if I carry somebody with me throughout a whole season, it's because I fucking love them to bits, man, and I love what they do and how they roleplay. Simple as that. So yeah, I would have to say everybody that were supporting characters, but if I have to pick one gun in my head, it's God damn it, I don't know. I don't know.
Buddy.
It's okay, Roach.
It's
We all
Buddy.
know you
Don't
love
lie.
I
it.
want to say Buddy,
It's
yeah.
Buddy.
You know,
No,
I keep
no,
leaning
it's
towards
Weldon.
Buddy.
Yeah,
yeah, no, it's got to be Buddy.
Awesome,
I'm
man.
sorry, Weldon.
Gotta
I
be
love
Buddy.
you, dude. I love everybody, man, but it's just
You love everybody.
I love everybody. But yeah, I guess that would have to be my favorite supporting
I'm a
character. He's
close
been
second.
through, a lot with my characters, and fuck, I'm so glad we ended up not permadeathing. I'm just gonna repeat that, man, because I'm happy to still play with you, and we're having a blast. So can't wait to get back in there now that we're done with this whole thing. So
and get captured and killed by Austin Maverick.
That's right.
True, TBH.
So, oh god, this is a good question. Gurig says, what are some of the biggest difficulties in making this season? God, does somebody want to go in on that? Because I could say a lot.
Get it?
I got you.
Okay, hold on, guys. We're gonna start with one. Everybody take around, a few seconds to say your piece with what happened. Go ahead, Austin.
Right. Let's see. We've had a difference. We've had IRL problems. We've had me going on vacation. We've had members not showing up. We've had server problems, loot problems. What else? We've had more than that.
People getting banned.
No.
People getting banned.
We've had problems where we're literally about to go start an episode, but our guys had initiated on some people and died.
Oh,
Green Mountain, the first time you guys came to Green Mountain.
Issues,
yeah.
where like some
You
of our
got
people
people
can't
that-
even log into the server because they have screen issues and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the first time
issues, connection issues, shit like that. Then you
Personally,
got-
for me, it was a lot of lag issues. I had a laptop back then, and so I lagged a fuck ton. So that was the main thing for me, is I was lagging all the time.
Okay. Weldon dying to wolves right before the
yeah.
last episode
I
filming.
remember that.
God, man.
Like
We're about to
5 minutes
film
before-
something.
5
It
minutes
took
before
me.
everybody
It
was
took
getting
me a
on, Weldon
week
died
to find
wolves.
him a hunter's backpack, and he died with it.
Yeah.
So I was like pissed,
Oh
but
my
I loved
God.
Weldon though. I love Weldon.
No, I
I
was up
remember
at
that.
Tissy, right? I was up at Tissy, literally walking down a mountain, and all I hear is a freaking howl. I start bolting it down that goddamn mountain, and then just two chomped me. All right, I got two chomped.
Yep.
It took me out easy.
It's also the fact that you have to try and figure out how to set up scenes, because I know for like a fact that it took us like 30 to 40 minutes just to figure out how to film the grenade scene.
It was horrible.
And then it because we didn't want to catch any of the other like angles in the shot, didn't want to catch anyone on the roof. Some things had to be cropped. And even then, it's like, well, who's going to throw the grenade? And Roach is like, oh, well, I'll just do it. And I'm trying to explain.
And I
to him
was
very
naked when I
carefully
did
what
it, in
team
case I
speak.
died.
Yeah, he's naked, and I'm trying to explain to him how to do it, just in case, like, because he's never thrown a grenade before. And even through all that, it fucking falls short and only kills one out of the two of us. And I survived and still managed to be the.
He was supposed to die. Yeah, that was the last horseman to die before Austin and Rex.
But that turned into a really good scene.
It did.
Yeah, it was.
It was way better.
Some of the difficulties that happen in these, some of the difficulties that happen is actually worth it. It actually makes the show so much better.
Yeah. Oh, I have more. I have another one. During one of the most important scenes, which was right before and the entirety of the compound fight, I wasn't actually at my home for this because the server was about to go down. The payment was done. It was the only day we could do it. And on this day, I happened to have a LAN party with like 7 other people, and I was in a basement with like 7 people attempting to RP in front of people who do not RP. Like these people are not fucking RPers. Like these guys are like, what the fuck are you doing, idiot? Like, yeah. So I'm like, listen, guys, relax. And then so one walks up to me and he basically offers to pay for like a $900 vacation to PAX East if I were to mow down and kill everyone in front
He's
of
a
me.
loaded friend, FYI. He could
Yeah.
do this. He can do this. He can pay Austin to do
Yeah,
this.
bastard works in New York and makes a shitload of money, and he was definitely gonna do it. But I was like, dude, I can't. They're my friends. Like,
Also, it would have made it all for nothing.
yeah, it would have ruined everything. No one would have been able to loot back up in time. It would have ended the fucking thing right there.
I still wish I could have
couldn't
found a
do it.
way to work that out so he could do the kill and
I
get
know.
his packs, man. Like, if I would have known, I would have worked something out. I wouldn't have cared to run back or something, man. That's a $900 fucking trip.
If only we had even more tents filled with gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had like 6
Hey
from
man,
the
us
airfield.
looters worked our asses off while we
Yes.
were there.
Danny,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Marshall
Danny
was one of the
really had a big
looters.
way.
Yeah, Gammon.
Benji was.
Me, Danny, and Slade for I think
For
some
like
of
2
the
weeks, we all like looted,
Yeah.
but some of them did it
Yeah.
a lot
I
and
think
a lot.
I did quite a few.
I got
runs.
cucked. I
Yeah,
had
I'm not gonna lie. I only
XPD'd
did
so
like
much
4 or 5
stuff,
hours of
man.
looting.
I
I
was
didn't
so
do too much.
pissed.
I found
You
a
remember
couple,
that, Roach?
Yeah,
When you
Chief.
ran to
To
try and get
add,
my
though-
corpse and I died?
Yeah.
Oh,
to add
Oh,
I
yeah.
did
one more
everything
thing
I
I
to the
could,
have
dude.
difficulties,
screenshots
though.
of that, Chief.
To
But
add one more thing to
yeah.
the difficulties is Daisy always being fucking Daisy. I remember we were
True.
filming one scene up at Bash, and we were all fucking running up, and you can actually see it in the video. I don't
Oh
think we
yeah,
ever
you were
actually
looking
fixed it.
down.
You're
Yeah,
looking
there-
down,
I
yeah.
was like, yeah, Roach was like, Marshall, you're like fucking looking at the ground, dude. And I'm like, no, I got the gun like right in his fucking ear. I'm like, yeah, I'm using it as a Q-tip. The barrel's in his ear. And then he's like, no, you're fucking looking down at the ground. I'm like, oh, and so I looked up at the sky. I'm like, is this good? He's like, yeah, you're like right at his head. And then
He's looking
throughout
up.
the fucking thing, I kept forgetting to. I'm looking up at the sky.
Same thing
on
with
my
Haji
screen, but the
too.
gun's
Braxton.
leveled.
Yeah, like Braxton was the same problem as well. So those two, I had to like kind of tell him like, dude, you're like looking down. So it was kind of
Didn't,
awkward as shit.
Didn't you have a few people crash mid-session at Green Mountain?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Several
there was
times.
some
That'll
guys
be
that, like,
there'll
kept
be
crashing,
some
so we had to keep
So I
pausing.
real stuff, I bet.
Right, I
the
crashed.
biggest
I got a
pauser.
memory leak, and then when I tried to get back in the server, I got a black screen,
Mm.
and then I left, tried to join again, and got a black screen. It held up the filming for
Oh
like
my
20
god, that's
minutes
why
just
that's
trying
why
to
you
get me
don't
in.
see Jimmy in the compound trying to rescue Sam,
Mhm.
and that's why I filmed him after, which I put it before, so it looks like he was out scouting for not scouting, but Overwatch for us. Well, for all of us.
Oh
So
yeah, I know another one. Don't
it was
forget the
awkward.
time that we were all at Green Mountain filming, and then
Those guys.
it was when Austin ran up and punched Rhett, and he
Oh,
just
yeah.
fell
Yeah,
over
that'll be in the
fucking
bloopers.
dead.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
that
actually in
fun.
the show
It
though. I had no
was-
choice
it
to put it
was.
in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awkward as
It was
shit,
great
man.
though.
It's
It
not
was
my
great.
fault he's got a glass chin.
Man, Rhett
Fuck
just
you,
keeps
London.
passing out. You'll see like two in the bloopers. You'll see Rhett pass out twice, like from a punch.
Well,
One punch.
Weldon's a pussy.
There's
Okay, guys, we got to move on. Speaking of Weldon here, we got a question
1v1
for him.
Cabanino.
Easter egg eater. Sorry, I don't know why I said Easter. How does Rhett get his voice so damn awesome? I have a deep voice myself, but nothing that good. I
That's
thought I
just his
should
voice,
ask.
man.
That's just
Yeah.
his voice,
Yeah,
man.
it's just his voice.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's his voice.
No, it's a voice changer.
No, it's
It's a
not.
pretty,
It's not.
Yeah.
it's a pretty sexy voice. Though.
He looks
Yeah.
nothing like he sounds. To be
I
fair,
got
so everyone's
dumb.
aware, he looks nothing like he
We do
sounds.
know.
Dude, he
Oh,
looks like a
yeah.
red-faced
Agreed.
baboon in real life. So he looks nothing like that.
All right, fucking Lion King.
Oh dear.
Lion King.
We got another question here from Jesus Christ. I kid you not.
Hey, Jesus, how you doing?
What
Thank you,
what
Jesus.
groups have
Wow.
survived
Big fan,
throughout the
big fan.
seasons? Big
My
fan. So what groups have survived throughout the seasons? Like Regulator, New World
Trust.
Mafia,
Trust.
the Cult. It's
Well, the
Trust.
Horsemen
Truth.
definitely didn't.
Yeah, I can answer. I can answer
Well-
a few of those actually. To be honest, so like with the Trust, they're still around, but
Yeah. Well, the Trust
kind of.
wasn't really much into
that's
my
what I said.
seasons though.
Why were
So-
people saying the Trust? I don't know.
I
It
don't
was a
know,
joke.
man. It was
Yeah.
a joke because they're always
It's
there.
a
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's a
so
meme.
Trust is never
The,
gone.
the Horsemen ended up dying shortly before the end of the series, just because I chose to end it before things, while everyone was still friends, OOCly and all that shit. Because eventually groups just die off because people get bored of the RP,
Yeah.
etc.,
Yeah.
etc. So I ended the Horsemen before the series actually ended, but everyone was still willing to finish the series, which was great of them, and that's why I
Yeah.
thank them very much for that.
Fuck yes, thank you.
And to the other groups, not not so many survive.
I've
But-
got some input on that.
Sure, shoot.
So basically, so the Regulators, I know Hollows after the Tony Moretti series.
He didn't perm.
Hollows didn't perma, but he went away for a while and then came back and he set the Regulators
Yeah.
back up. After
Yep.
I actually messaged him a month before to ask if he would, and then I ended up joining the Regulators, so I was a Regulator for a while.
Yeah. The Regulators
and
are
then-
technically dead though. Like they
No, they
just
come back.
archive
No,
for
they're not
now.
dead.
They
No.
come back
But,
periodically, so
they kind of died down again, and then the family, so the creator. and
yeah, the creator called.
He recently came back and
yeah.
made the family. I was
Came
in the
back
family.
and left.
I
Yeah,
was in
left.
the family. I left the family about a week ago, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which is pretty. funny.
And New World Mafia, to just chime in, that's dead. That died
It
like shortly
survived.
after.
Yeah,
about a month after Tony died. That pretty much about a month, maybe a month and a half. Yeah.
And then after that, Colt. I can't remember what he was in the series, but if you called him a nickname or anything, he had his lips sewed shut. Not sewed shut. He couldn't talk. What? I can't remember if
It was
you gave him a nickname.
brain trauma. It was a
but I can't remember if you gave him a nickname. But Colt, after that, like after New World Mafia shut down, or just like disbanded, he fucking committed suicide in character, and it was fucking so sad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with
I
New World
had to
Mafia, there's
bury
not very
him.
many left alive.
I had to
No.
bury him. That was fun.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I think
all right.
it's only like Tucker, Doc, and Enzo, really.
Is Tucker
question
alive?
here
Yeah,
from
Tucker's alive.
Tucker's still alive. A question here for from Stick Samurai. How'd you get into roleplay, Roach?
Roblox.
Real fast like that. I never did roleplay before I hit Daisy RP, because we got to keep going there. The stream is going to be too long. So yeah, Prosthetic Monkey is the guy who brought me to Daisy RP. I gave RP a chance, and I stuck with it ever since. So like 3+ years now I've been here, and it's pretty much the only platform I love to RP on. So I guess we could go to the next question. Okay, here again, Stick Samurai. How long does it take you on average to think of a concept for a character, or many character ideas do you? How many character ideas do you scrap before settling on one? Last season, I made a video asking people to submit character ideas, what they want to see. I wanted to give the viewers a chance to say what they wanted, So, and a lot of it came up with, relative to Quinn, and a few to Eddie. So I thought like people really want to see me come back to this, and that's why I did. So, but usually the concept, I don't know. I just try many things. And I'm not exactly sure like how much I scrap or try. I just get in there and try something one day, just off the bat. And if I like it, I keep doing it. And if I don't, then I don't. And the ones I liked, you've seen them on film. So that's how that works. We could go on to another one here. Okay, I have a question for Buddy. Do you think if Austin never pulled a gun on Buddy and tried to shoot him, would he have been merciful? That's from Light Gilly, who played
Buddy.
Dylan, by the way.
Light Gilly is Dylan.
He played Dylan, yeah. So go
I
ahead.
don't think he would have pulled the trigger as quickly, but there was definitely some rage built up into there. Like this was all built up tension from the start of everything that took place at Green Mountain. Like it was, no matter how it was going to happen, it was going to happen in a matter of him getting back somehow, some way. It's just the gun made it more prompt and immediate. Like, okay, fine, this is happening now.
Yeah.
I actually have a quick little.
Is the stream still going for you guys, by the way?
Yeah, it's still going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have a quick little question.
Yeah.
Did you get shot during that? Because it looked like you did get shot.
No.
Okay, because like your screen shaked a little
Austin
bit.
did like a
gun.
Yeah, Austin did like a panic shoot, like too fast, and he missed. So yeah, he's not a straight shooter,
but I couldn't tell like if he just like got hit in the vest or what.
Who? Oh, I'm sorry. What? With the
no,
point in the pistol?
I think Where did you hit Austin when you shot at Buddy? That moment at the end.
So basically what happened was I pulled the gun, right, and I was gonna unload a few into Buddy's, at least in character. I was gonna load a few into Buddy, but it jammed on the second bullet. Like I shot once and then jammed the second bullet. So it was just one shot. One shot went off and then the bullet jammed, and then I figured best thing to do that Austin would do, since he's pretty much a fighter, is he throws the gun at Buddy and charges him, and that's when he gets fucking yeeted.
What if that worked?
I wish it would have worked. I would have knocked his ass out and then looked really curiously.
What was that, Marshall?
I said the question was where did that bullet hit? Is what we were asking.
It did not hit anything.
It hit the ground to his left.
It hit an infected like a mile away.
Yeah.
A mile away.
Just pissed it off like a 22, clinked it in the head.
All right, we got another question here. Hey Roach, great season. I was wondering which Bauer brother was your favorite to roleplay as, and which
Hmm.
one left more of an impact on you after experiencing their story? That's such a good question. I'm just seeing this question now because I'm on the YouTube page and getting them, and this is from King Louis. Hmm, uh, I don't know. I guess I gotta say Sam, man, because he was like I paid much more attention, but I have such an attachment to Quinn as well because I played him for much longer, and I lived so many more things with Quinn, but I can't say it was as exciting as Sam's life, man. Sam's life was much more exciting, and it left much more of an impact on me, especially when Buddy died. Like it was
Ye-
horrible. I actually felt like shit when he died, and rewatching it when it was edited, I had like several different ways of doing that whole scene, and every time I rewatched it, it just hurt me. So I gotta say that Sam is the one that I preferred and left the most impact on me.
He was like always on the run.
Yeah,
Like,
but it was
he-
exciting,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he lived a rather exciting, like, as soon as he gets into fucking Chernara, shit goes south.
Yeah. Question for Austin here. Sorry, man. We got to move on to the next questions here. Where did he get the inspiration for such a clearly psychotic character, or was it
Oh, that's just him.
or was it just a manifestation of some dark thoughts, ideas of his own?
Yeah, I'm a serial killer IRL. No, but Austin, I took little hints from a bunch of different characters depending on how he's acting. For sure. Like I watch a lot of TV, shows, series. I don't like sit down and watch TV. But people like Frank Underwood, House of Cards, Dexter from Dexter. People like that kind of provide small inspirations for my character. However, most of the time it's just been because I've been playing him so long, and he's me, but a fucked up me basically. The character's just me. It's just a fucked up me.
Yeah, it's like your version of you if you were in the apocalypse, if you could let loose like that and actually be that.
To be fair, maybe.
Yeah. You never know. Fuck,
Remind
half of us
me-
could be psychos in the apocalypse for real,
Remind me to not be around wherever you live whenever that all goes down.
Feel free to come visit, friend.
Next question here from Brogan. Will Morgan return in season 5? And another thing is, when you filmed Buddy's death, was it sad for you as well? Well, I think I covered that. Yes, it was extremely sad. Will Morgan return in season 5? Quite fucking possibly. I mean, if he wants to be part of it, I'm gonna probably cameo quite a few characters, and we're gonna get to see where they were in the beginning of the apocalypse. So it could be very interesting to see everybody's side of their characters there if they feel like doing it with me. So so maybe, right, Chief?
He will
What do you say
descend
officially?
down from the Russian heavens.
The world may never know.
The world may. He
The
told
world
you,
may
did he?
never know.
He told you that, right? Your God.
Well, also, to be fair, speaking of this whole new character, like with the lore wipe and everything, Austin Maverick, and this is something that most people wouldn't know, was never this not never. He slowly got this fucked up in character. Like I started with me and Buck Maverick a long time ago when I first came back to the server, and it devolved. Once Buck disappeared, it devolved to me joining the Clowns, and then the Clowns is where I got corrupted there, and then I joined.
Such a different life, man. You could see Austin Maverick in the next season as a cameo, and he's like a really fucking good guy. Like, and he could be messed up. Yeah,
Look,
he's like a kid.
Undead, okay? Prophet made Austin Maverick the way he is, okay? Let's just be real.
Prophet did set him on the path.
So we're gonna move on. Guys, keep in mind, everybody, that we will be soon showing a in memorial video as well as some bloopers, and we got some IRL pictures, real life pictures of the characters who would actually play them, and one of them is going to be really funny. 2 of them actually. Next question here from the Real Gamma Gamers: when the release of the Bumblebee plane and the Little Bird, will there be any use of them? Fuck yeah. I mean, if we can, yeah, for sure. If we could get some Little Bird or something like
they
that.
work properly.
And if they work.
I mean, like, if the glass is like crystal clear and you see through it super easy, I can imagine you're gonna get some fucking awesome shots.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but
it's just like a giant, more dangerous, risky drone.
That's right.
But
I love that.
knowing the devs, you're not gonna be able to hover it easily.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
probably
Unless,
not.
well, maybe they'll do what they did in Arma and add the auto hover feature.
Also, TBH, we are an RP community. So are you a pilot, Roach? Are you a pilot? Can you fly helicopters,
Nope.
Roach?
Can't
There
do
you
it.
go.
Now, all right, moving on. Thornius says, "What kept you motivated to make videos?" Cause I really like doing it. It's like a passion. Editing's really awesome. I love doing it. I don't know why. I just do. Making videos specifically for people because I don't know. It's kind of great. I create some entertainment and people actually want to watch it. I guess that motivates me. But it's just because I like it and that's it. I don't know what really motivates me other than having some support. The more I get support, the more I want to keep going. I think that's a natural response right
Well,
there.
you always have our support, Roach.
Oh yeah.
As long as you pay me.
Round of
As long
some more,
as you
Marshall.
pay
Why
me.
don't you?
Speaking of which, my check bounced.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry about that, guys. I've
Oh,
been
I got
meaning to
mine.
talk about this. User left your channel. Somebody says here, why did Red have to die? Well, because first of all, all characters had to die, and yes, by the way, I think somebody mentioned this in one of the questions. I'll answer it now. It was a nod to Mike's death in Tony Moretti's season. It was a very similar type death, and it was a nod directly to it.
That's immediately what I thought of when I saw
Yeah,
that. Just
Yeah,
today,
me too.
actually, because I accidentally skipped episode 13.
Yeah, no, you know what he
A
tells
lot of
me?
people have, you could tell, a lot of people have missed episode 13 because I don't usually release 2 episodes at once. They instantly think the most recent video is the one they haven't seen.
Yeah, I was
I feel need
talking
to
to
watch
Weld
those
and he was like, "Wait, you didn't see me die?" I was like, "I mean, I saw Jimmy like fucking gat you in the face." I was like, "No, you missed my death."
Mike's death was my favorite though out of all of them.
He was
Whose?
one of the greatest deaths.
Mike's,
Yeah,
just
Mike
the-
the
just
guard
the,
from Tony's season.
The
Yeah, he
echo
was
effects,
one of the most epic.
like go to hell. I was so
That's what I
scared.
missed, Apollo.
All right, we're gonna run through a few questions here, quite a few, and these will be the last that we'll be able to take for now until we take stream questions. So, Mr. Blister, actually the guy who gave me the story idea on Sam Bauer. If you're watching, what's up, man? I hope you enjoyed the season. I really do. Okay, questions for a lot of the people in the cast here. One, Roach, how do you manage to pull off full, highly edited seasons? Like, how's a day in the life of Roach while making seasons? Fucking hectic and almost no time for anything. I work at least 40 hours a week in real life, and then I have to pour at least 30 hours of editing per video. That's why I release every 2 weeks, because otherwise I wouldn't have time for my family or anything like that. So that's pretty much my day-to-day life. I work, I come home, spend time with the family. At night I edit. On days off of work I edit, and weekends I edit. So that's pretty much my life when I'm editing and making seasons. Now I'm so happy. Big break.
You deserved a long break.
Oh
Yes.
Oh
I think
yeah.
I did. And everybody too, like, they did so fantastic. I'm so fucking proud of everyone. I can't even say that enough. Like, seriously, guys, you like, man, I don't want to sound like fucking corny and shit, but it is what it is. You guys made the season, not me. Like, I did nothing compared to what you guys did. I was just the guy everybody loved, but they don't realize how much you guys made that possible. So
It's okay, Roach. We just embrace the corniness now.
you made a season that I'll never forget.
Man, you
I'm
put,
serious,
like, thousands
man.
of hours of editing into these episodes. Like,
I
what
did,
are you
thousands
talking about?
and thousands.
You literally, like, you
Yeah,
lost
but
so
the
much
role
time
play
with
is
your
what made
family.
it.
I know that, but
man,
you lost
but
all this time with your family. You're the one
I'm-
that did this, Roach. Don't
I
tell us
know.
this.
Yeah.
We came here because we enjoy
It's-
you as a person and you as a role player. But at the end of the day, man, you put in all this work. You did.
I
all this,
hate
man.
Roach, TBH.
You're my
Yeah, he's
the worst.
I love
You're
you guys.
my
I just want to say
favorite
it.
deputy.
Yeah.
You're my Canadian. Roach.
All
I
right,
just
so we're
want
gonna
you to
move
know
on
that.
to the next question. But seriously, I love you guys. Thank you all for all your help. Minimal or big help. Thank you. You all did
I was
so
happy
much.
to die for you.
Same.
Me too.
Braxton
I
had
was
this
happy to
question.
get
Maybe
to kill
somebody
3
could
people
answer it.
for you.
For Braxton, are you actually, again from Mr. Blister, are you actually an African American, or do you just play one on TV?
No.
You were a
Braxton
pretty
is the
dope bad
whitest
guy.
that I know IRL.
He is very of the whitest.
He's
I don't
very
know.
white.
Logan
he
takes
lives
the
in, he
cake,
lives
I
in
don't know.
Texas, but he's very
Oh,
white.
yeah.
He is not African American.
Okay, well at least somebody could answer that. Braxton
Chief
couldn't
isn't
be with
black?
us.
Word.
I'm
Word.
blacker than Braxton is. Okay.
Yeah, to be fair,
And
I met.
honestly,
Yeah.
playing your character, Chief, didn't make you just feel like a black person. Like you
No,
understood.
no, I don't. I don't
With my
understand.
low-key
No.
racism.
What are you talking about?
This
He
is
is
turning
black.
really racist.
Chief told me yesterday that he's gonna change his name to Tyrone IRL.
Yes, definitely.
Anyway.
I've embraced it completely.
All right, so next question here for Trader Jack. And Trader Jack, Leviathan couldn't be here with us tonight. He has some other things to do, but I do have an answer for him that I'm going to have to read out for you guys here. So the question is for Trader Jack. I noticed you have the helmet since season 1 with Quinn Bauer. Why do you wear the helmet? How did that come to be a thing for you? All right. The answer I've gotten here, and bear with me, because it's a text. I originally wore just about anything I came across, as long as it had trade value. The reality, however, was that very few people were ever in the market for headgear unless it was a special order. Eventually, I decided to stick with something from my days prior to Daisy RP. I used to wear motorcycle helmets on public servers because they didn't look military enough to be tempting. But more than once, oops, sorry, that's weird. But more than once saved for me more than once saved me from instant death via headshot. That carried over so that once Jack stopped changing headgear, he went to a green helmet as his standard. I looked up a model that was very similar to the game design in game and realized it was set up for speaker/radio connection. I played on this to have my in-game radio wired to my clothing up to the helmet. My character never advertised that though. When asked, he always pointed out that the motorcycle helmet didn't look threatening, but had saved his life repeatedly. With almost no one wearing bike helmets in Daisy RP, it made it really easy to stand out as Trader Jack, even at a distance. So that was his answer. Great answer, all well written out. Thank you, Jack. Even though you couldn't be here, God bless, my friend. Thank you for a great season.
Normally when I see...
Yeah?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Oh, normally when I see people wearing motorcycle helmets in Daisy RP, I just shit on them. Like, what are you wearing a helmet for?
Yeah, but it does make him stand out, and everybody knew it was him. You know?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
The look that Trader Jack had, it reminded me of like the really old Daisy outfits they used to wear. Like, you know, when Daisy first was released,
Yeah.
standalone. Like the vest
Well, yeah,
and
because
the helmet, it just looks really
there
like
was no more
old school.
hero outfit when standalone came out. So, like, the motorcycle helmet was the new hero standard.
Yeah, yeah.
Next question from Morgan. Where did you go? Again, from Mr. Blister. It's a series of questions he has. Where did you go and what happened to you after you left? Did you debate continuing with Sam after leaving? Meaning, did you want to return?
This is a question. I wrote this out because I thought originally I wasn't going to be here, but originally when I left, where I went, I will leave up to people that join the servers and find my character. I'm not gonna release too much other than the fact
Chief
that
is very low key on icy stuff.
I like to really make it so you gotta dig for it, and then when you finally dig for it and you find out things, it's more of a treat for everybody else that finds out. But in the long run, no, he left. He went and did his own thing. The voice in his head told him to go and do some stuff. I won't talk too much on that, but he had a new mission. He's the kind of guy that now with this kind of voice, whatever it is, he's not sure what it is in his head, has taken him places. He helped Sam, and he thought that was his mission. And then after that, the voice said that, all right, you help these people, now you need to go and do this because this is what you're set out to do now.
I love Morgan's
you
character.
need to grow a filthy beard and become a hobo. All right, just go with me on this. Just go.
All right, next question here for Rhett. Were you done, Chief? By the way, are you satisfied with that?
Let's see. I think
Yeah?
wasn't there a second part of the question? I forget. What was the where he went?
Did you ever debate
Oh, did I
continuing with
debate
Sam?
coming back? I did, but at the same time, I thought he's not one to like half and half on that voice in his head. He's always like, "This is what it told. I need to do this. I need to go out and do whatever it told me to do." So
It's
he
kind
would
of like
never come
you
back.
wanted to come back, but the voice told you no, so you
Yeah.
have to listen to that.
Like he would have come back if he had a little bit more heart than he does currently, but right now it's like I helped them enough. I need to go do. I need to take care of me now. So it's like he went off because he's not really attached to the group. He's really not as attached as they think, and I think that shows. He's very quiet. He's very unconcerned with other people for the most part, other than like Buddy and Sam, just the people that really stuck by him and proved from the start after my character's concerns earlier, like, hey, you guys are going to leave me. Everybody else leaves me. Well, they didn't, so they proved a lot to him. So he cares about them.
Oh.
Anyways.
Next question for Rhett. It's missing it, I figure. Was it easy going from playing a crazy guy in Tony's story to playing a regular badass hero?
Yes. Yeah,
it was easy.
Yes.
All right, next question.
It was yeah, I know. No, it was hard transitioning, from being such a dick to being less of a dick. Okay.
You guys want some fun facts? Weldon was actually parallelly. He was playing in parallel with the same character as a bad guy. So when he was with us, he was a good guy, and when he wasn't with us, he was torturing people and killing them with another group. It was weird, but he was doing both at once. So I mean, he mastered it.
He actually played with the Horsemen a few times as Rhett.
Yeah.
There you go. So we just didn't acknowledge it, obviously, for the story because it's just been weird.
That would have been odd. Like what?
Yeah. But
after Tony, after he was Lucifer, he actually really you had a big issue transferring back in the normal characters. I believe you actually came to us for help.
I remember that.
Yeah, you
came to us for help and then got gatted in the face by me.
Yeah. I
like
tried.
Three different characters
I tried playing. I tried it when I transitioned from that. I tried playing normal. And then I ended up getting shot by Marshall because I said something stupid.
No, he played three different characters. Before the first one, you went with the whole cannibal thing. We shot you in a shed, firing squad style, and then the next time,
what character was that?
It was a long time ago. It was at the house. You don't remember if you do, and then the other time, remember you got killed by you kept doing all that weird stuff as that weird preacher guy, the guy that like put bodies to rest, that embalming guy or whatever his name was. Remember that?
Hey.
No, who?
Yeah,
he
was some weird. He was some in like a character. Yeah, he was some character that was like an embalmer or something. He worked at like a funeral parlor. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the Hannibal Lecter character guy.
Yeah.
I remember.
He was like edgy, but a healthy amount of edgy, and then you just made him far too edgy after a while, and then he ended up like leaving or fucking off or killing himself or something. I don't know.
I ended up, I think, leaving. I think it's somewhere in the.
That's another story for another time. We're gonna move on to the next question. This one's for Buddy. Buddy, how old are you in real life? And also, how did it feel to have a season just barely as focused on you than it was on Sam?
He's 12, but he won't say it out loud.
12 and a half, actually.
You're not wrong. I'm 12 and a half. I'm underage, and I've also got a mouthful of Ritz crackers.
There you go.
Boy, take that dick out your mouth.
When you see Buddy, the voice does not at all match the face.
No, I've seen his face. It's beautiful.
Buddy,
Buddy, if you can,
Is that a romance
if you can answer the question, so we can move on to the other ones.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, my people.
I just want to see the blooper reel.
Same.
Well, Buddy.
Same.
Buddy, what's your age?
27.
Really?
Oh my god.
Really?
Oh my god, he looks 40.
Wow.
And Buddy, how did it feel to have a season just barely as focused on you than it was on Sam? I mean, you were a huge part of the show. Like a lot of the episodes.
In there from beginning to end.
Yeah, almost.
I don't let it get to my head.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't even
it's
think
not
this
about
season
getting
should
it
have
to
been
head.
Sam Bauer's story. It should have been Sam and Buddy's story.
No, that's honestly,
maybe
I
if
don't
it's
acknowledge it.
you don't
I just,
well, okay.
I just let it fold on around me. It's like, okay, this is fun. I like this. The fact
So
that
it made you feel
I'm
like
in the
you
camera
had
shot
fun.
a lot of time. That's just cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. Just
Moving
like
on to the
that.
next question. Jimmy and Genji, you guys came in at the very last episodes to fight with Sam and the others. So for that, you guys are amazeballs. Watching you two together felt like you had a real connection. Were you guys friends before the season?
Well,
we actually
Roach says you guys need to know
Yeah.
each other before you come in and start filming. So we're like, okay, and then we met up in game
We've,
like
we-
3 or
a
4
f-
days
funny story.
beforehand.
Yeah,
I
we've got a
wanted them.
funny
I
story
wanted you
about
guys
that.
to have a chemistry because you're coming in. You had to have
Yeah,
like, a little
we
bit of time together so you guys could believe each other in your role play. And I think it showed. It really did.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was like we was told that we had to obviously we was advised to meet up. So we met at Green Mountain like about few hours before we recorded.
Oh wait, no, this was in
seemed-
Green Mountain Training Company was around, wasn't it?
Yeah. No. I think it was just before. But we
Yeah, it was just before.
we went there and then we met up, spoke to each other, and this is how I remember it. We went down to the summer camp, and when we
Yeah,
were
and the
there, we
two
met these
guys.
really weird. We met these really crazy Australian guys. Like they were just so random, and we had to get out of there straight away because we were worried that they'd try and do some tours and
Yeah,
we
didn't want to get
we had to
robbed,
record.
and then because we didn't want to get robbed and then
Yeah.
have to gear up in one day before we had to go to the place. And
Yeah.
shoot.
So we shut ourselves and legged it up. Then
Yeah.
after that, that's about a few hours after. That's when we did the scene walking into the bar where
Yep. Where they met the boys and
yeah,
became
where the boys
heroes.
came in, and yeah, we actually had a lot of personal talk. Like everything that Jimmy said about like his wife being killed by the Horsemen and stuff like that. That was all told to me.
Yeah.
Off
Beforehand.
That actually happened in game.
Yeah. So we had a story already. So yeah.
All right. So, yeah, it made you guys look believable. I think I really liked you guys' chemistry. And at the end there, it's kind of sad to see both you two little buddies right there, just about to die, and Austin just pops in the back there with Marshall's character. So that was really good. You guys did really good. You're heroes. So, props. Next question here.
heroes.
Yeah. Next question here is for Dylan, which is he's not here right now. But I do have his answer. Why did you say that? You got yourself killed, but a hero nonetheless. All right. His answer to that is, well, basically he was sick of hearing Austin. It was getting on his nerves seeing him treat them badly. He was hoping that by mouthing off to Maverick would get him either killed or taken hostage, and then the Horsemen would leave Sam and the group alone. Sadly, they didn't leave them alone, and he lost his guts.
Got
So,
fucked.
yeah. Next question here for Austin. What was your main inspiration for your character? You did really good.
The main inspiration,
Negan.
God, like
Negan. Everything's
Batman?
Negan
Yeah.
now. Ever since that shit came
No,
out.
thankfully, I actually never saw the Walking Dead bullshit, Negan shit. So, up
Yeah.
until way after Awesome Maverick. So thankfully, yes, I didn't directly just become Negan and steal Negan. But like I answered earlier, the main inspirations would have to be people like Frank Underwood and people like Dexter Morgan, and main characters like that. And both of them are pretty sociopathic / psychopathic. So I take small inspiration from them, and then I could just kind of roll with it. And over a long course of time, that's what my character became.
Yep, and you did fucking great. So it
Pretty
shows,
much
man.
makes money from Inglorious
You remind me of that
Bastards.
one guy from Lord of the Flies too. Like I
Yes,
can't remember his name.
yes, what the fuck's his
Oh,
name?
yeah.
Yeah. But the entire time I was like, dude, this totally reminds me of like a younger kid that's got a superiority complex, that's
Yep.
complete ass to everybody, that can do whatever he wants, that's not afraid to get his hands dirty, and that's like exactly what I imagined from Austin. So.
It was
Yeah, I know who you're
great.
talking about too.
Well,
Yeah,
you sold it, man. You sold it. Next question here for Kelsey. At first, I wanted your character to die. Then I had sympathy when you stood up for Buddy. Damn you. My question is, if Kelsey didn't end up getting killed that night, would she come back to Austin and just forgive him? or would she continue to put her foot down about Buddy and maybe even leave Austin to help Sam?
I don't know. That's a little complicated. See, Kelsey was never fucked up before she met Austin. After she met Austin, he kind of started teaching her stuff and fucking with her mind to make her this way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
But-
I what I got from Kelsey was she was a good
Yeah.
girl before. You
Like,
could tell
Kelsey,
she was.
She's always had sympathy for younger kids, seeing as Fox actually
Fox.
was like a younger sister to her. And so when Austin had hurt Buddy, it kind of drew the line for her, and she was really upset about it for weeks. And you can tell that when they start the argument.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But to answer the last part,
Would she come back to Austin, forgive him, or go leave him and or save Sam? Help save Sam?
she would probably try and talk Austin out of it, so she would go back to Austin. One part because she is in love with him, but the other part is there is a very tiny part of her that is scared of him. Because, you know, Austin's
I
a
bet.
fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
But she would definitely go back and at least try and talk things out, maybe see if she can save Buddy and stuff like that.
That was a really
But
good
she
question.
wouldn't really join Sam's side, seeing as it would put a damper on herself
Yeah.
and make her look bad to the rest of the Horsemen.
I figured.
I always wonder what would have happened if Trader Jack didn't leave that message, because maybe if Kelsey had died and then Austin had never found out who actually did it in any way, he probably might have thought, oh, you know,
The line would have stopped there.
My girl wanted me to leave the kid alone, so I'm going to do what she wanted in honor of her memory. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I just
Alright.
point out that your mic wasn't trash when you just talked there, Genji? For
Yeah,
like,
it was pretty good that moment.
the first
there.
time ever.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just because everyone's going to sleep. That's why.
So,
Well,
right now, I guess we could move on to a few other things, and we'll do some stream questions after. But now it's time to show you guys the
real.
in
Super
real
real.
life pics. This will be quicker, so we'll get through this real
Okay,
quick.
okay.
So their names are on the pictures as well that I put them on there, so you guys will be able to see. There'll be a delay with us here, but they'll eventually see it. So as you can see, Sam here is Woody Harrelson. And Austin,
Yeah.
who is that?
Who's
that?
this?
Yeah, is it an actor or something? That
Yeah.
looks familiar.
Wait, who? Oh, my guy?
Yeah.
Oh, my guy. Yeah, he's from Lost. He's a character in Lost.
That's
television
right.
show.
That's where I saw him.
Yeah, he's one of the kids.
And
from
Braxton here, who is Denzel Washington. We got Kelsey as
Hell
well. Oh, what a cutie, right? Look at that.
Yeah,
eh?
she does have dreadlocks too.
Hey, that's Enzo, everybody. Say hi. Hello.
Hello.
We gotta do an accent.
Now we got Buddy. This is Buddy. He's Gilligan.
Damn, Kelsey's
Yeah.
hot.
So this is like if it was a movie, guys, like these would be the actors playing the characters in real life.
Buddy's gets better.
Brett, of
In
course.
Gilligan's Island.
buddy.
We also got Morgan here, who's also Denzel Washington, but he's from yeah,
Twin brothers.
yeah, and Dylan here, which looks much younger than what I thought he would. You guys are gonna get to that in a second. Here's Trader Jack, really awesome picture. I
He's
think
like
his wife
5.
made this. Him and his wife made this picture. It's really great. And we got Jimmy. What's his name again? This guy? I forget.
I don't know. Wolverine's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Hey,
Wolverine's
here's
brother.
Genji
Wolverine's
right
brother.
here. Look at that. A fighter. He's a fighter. I like him. And then Julia. We got Julia also in the mix here, doing a peace
My crazy
selfie.
psychopathic ass.
Yes. And that's it. That's pretty much the
Yeah,
loop
she does
right
look
here.
crazy.
That's the sass there.
Oh, Genji with the white name photo.
So
Oh,
you guys get
You
to
read
see
that?
the other side, the IRL kind of side of what these characters would sort of look like. Gives you a better idea, or
Austin.
you know what
Austin's
actor would
character
play
in
them.
that photo.
What about
Austin's
Austin?
character in that photo looks fucking batshit nuts.
I know.
Oh, you should see the one where it looks like his nostrils are huge as hell.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Do you know who I think is like the best character out of all those? It's probably Morgan's character. He's exactly how I imagined him. Like
yeah,
exactly. It looks like the guy off of DayZ, like the character.
It does,
That's
right?
why.
It does
Yeah,
look a
exactly
lot
like
like
it.
it. And Buddy too. I like Buddy too. Like with the hat and everything. It just looks
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
So
can't
Even though
get
he looks
over
like
that.
he's
I remember
40.
So,
No.
before we started filming, I remember I was just scrolling through Daisy RP, and in like a few days before I was gonna be in the filming and stuff, I came across Buddy, and I was like, oh, I don't even know who this dude is. And like I clicked on him, and I looked at his character, and I commented. I was like, I love your character. We need to meet up in game sometime. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm usually on a lot. And then like a few days later, we were filming the stuff together, and
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
Hey.
So, are you guys ready for the in memoriam? We'll start with that because I don't want to end on a sad note.
Yeah,
You
I'll
know?
have to turn the sound
Oh,
off.
if we watch this, we have to turn the sound on. Then that means
Yeah.
we can't talk in TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
doubles up.
Well, yeah, I'll
Can you
definitely
just mute
mute.
it? Just
Yeah.
mute TeamSpeak?
Yeah, I'll mute my TeamSpeak, guys. So
Yeah,
don't worry
mute
about it.
Yeah.
It'll be a little delayed for you guys, like a few seconds, but we'll wait for your responses and all that. So here's all the good souls that participated and unfortunately died. Those we lost throughout this season. Well, the show for you.
My name is Go Fuck Yourself. Which I know might be controlled by the Horsemen. Some fucking helmet.
I'm gonna have to do something drastic and nasty.
I wouldn't want to be in a dead man's shoes.
I was visiting my grandparents before the whole outbreak started.
I don't want this motherfucker getting back up.
Hi.
Sam, meet Kyle.
Hello, Kyle.
The way that kid acted, I don't even think he knew how to use a gun. What could he have done? Nothing.
You didn't deserve this, so I'm sorry. Bye, my love.
You fucking stupid. Do you hear me? Or what? What are you talking about?
What side? Doesn't matter really. As long as I'm killing you for invaders, I'm fine. Shit. You don't call me oldie or old man. We got that straight?
Alright, Dino.
Go to hell! Oh, I'll meet you there, motherfucker! Now find me the fucking ref, now!
Jimmy, you got this. Don't worry, man. You're gonna make it out of here, Genji.
I'm done. Picked up the trading job just to be able to have a good excuse to go walking up to people without raising too many questions. Trader Jack, jack of all trades, whatever you want to go with. You want to know what my looks are like? Why don't you ask Kelsey?
My name's Austin Maverick. It's honestly a pleasure to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. You fucking hick. Fuck you! Fuck!
So, whenever I find someone, I always offer them a few fresh fish. Make as many friends as I can, you know?
You hear someone talking about the Horsemen, you know where to find us.
Fuck you, piece of shit. I used to be afraid of them roamers out there, and then one day that changed. I started being afraid of people. Quinn, buddy, Alexia. I'm on my way.
Brought to you by CarMax. I'm kidding. I had to do it. So, guys, that was the memoriam. Rest in peace, all those lost souls. 25 people have died.
Did you just say you were a lost soul?
You know, I didn't actually
I
realize.
said rest in peace, the lost souls. So that's different.
Oh dear.
But
That
yeah,
was great.
you guys like that?
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
it's really funny, like having been here for this Q&A after all this happened, and having I was really only like here for the Horseman shoot and just being an extra there, but I didn't realize that the little surprise shit face actually got the reaction that it did.
Yeah, I know, right?
I hate
No, I didn't really realize that until it came back today.
It turned out really good, man. Really, really good.
Oh my god.
Okay, so why don't we head into the bloopers, shall we?
Oh,
yes. Oh, yes.
It's a
Are
4-minute.
Speak again, Roach.
I will mute. Damn you guys! I want to laugh with you all. But yes, I will mute TeamSpeak for the views out here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I came up with it today, like on the spot, right before rendering it and before this Q&A. So it'll be more refined once I upload it. But I I think I did well for what it was. I got the most that I could, and obviously there's some more stuff, but I had to be quick about it. 4 minutes of laughter. Hope you guys fucking enjoy this. Yeah?
When you refine it, and like you actually release it, or is there gonna be more stuff?
Yeah, there'll be a little more
yeah,
things,
Okay.
you know, in the other video that I'll release sometime in the next week or so. I'll release a little more refined, means more stuff and more well cut and stuff like that. You know, it's just I really wanted to do this quick. I thought it was going to be good for laughs. We wanted this all season, so here it is, guys. Hope you enjoy.
Blame it on Brian Hick!
Because I would not like to be in a dead man's shoes. You scared yet?
Man, you've got a bad I think it's Polana. You just have bad luck in this town. Last time we passed through here, you froze up and you did your flashlight disco dance. Where are you? What?
Fuck me.
No.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
Good fucking riddance.
Fucking Weldon just flipped me off.
So, due to the X, are you? Oh, you're inside entry.
Oh my god.
Come on.
She just knocked him out.
Yeah, you don't see men on hill. No, there's nobody there. Hey, I see, okay. These people, we don't know who the hell these people are. He must have passed down a fright.
Hold on a second, what happened?
He's dead.
For a second.
He's dead.
I pointed my gun at you and you freaking died.
I'm facing the wrong way and I cannot turn it around.
Yeah, you can. Press delete and end right next to numpad.
I did.
And Buddy just cut somebody's penis off.
You just cut my weenie wee off.
I saw that in the chat logs. To the testicle on a stick.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my house. Get out of here. Fucking
Alright,
pace.
dude.
I'm gonna pace,
Yeah.
bitch.
God damn it,
man.
you freaking gay
I
boy,
was
get over here.
really trying to fuck with him and try to go under it and see what would happen. I was yeah, you
Did you just crash?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bye.
You your rubber band back.
Come back this way.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Are you okay?
No! I'm not!
Shit!
Did one seriously go like off to the left and the other one just went off to the right?
Oh no!
You're fucking lying, dickhead!
What? Fuck you!
Come on, cameraman, we gotta go!
Surprise, shitface.
Oh.
I'm jammed! Ah!
You want to know what my lips are like? Why don't you ask Kelsey?
What did you say about my bitch?
I'm handling it. I'm handling it.
You better have Raji, don't make me come over there.
You got the armored fucking fedora on.
Yeah.
I'm actually unkillable.
Can I rub my balls on that thing?
He's like thinking about what he's about
I
to
mean, if you want to lose them.
I'll get back to you.
This time, I gave a fuck.
This time, I gave a fuck. Warning, if you're not up to date with...
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Oh, that's great.
That's great.
That was awesome.
Is it over now for you guys?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Did you guys enjoy that? Yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh my
I
god!
screamed.
Are you okay?
That better be a separate video. I'm gonna favorite and
No.
bookmark
I
that
miss
video,
Earthwalker.
dude. That's amazing.
This time.
I'll be uploading it sometime, and like I said, the next week or tops 2. You know, I am just getting back, you know, at life and stuff. I could have done this a little more refined, but yesterday was like my birthday, so I kind of like was dragged all over the place, and I didn't really have time to do a lot of the prep for the stream today. So this is as best as I could do, but I'm really happy that it turned out good for you guys.
Oh, that was his
I
fun.
had no idea I fucking screamed that much in fucking production.
Yeah, you did, man.
I was really hoping the shit talk that we had, like we had a group of like 6 guys just all talking smack to each other for a good 10 minutes out in that field.
Yeah. There was a at one point when he says like, "Oh, come with me, cameraman." Right after we got like attacked by a bunch of zombies, like literally felt like 20, man. And you know, me, Sam Bauer, was patching up Austin Maverick. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with this world, you know? But yeah, it was a whole lot of fun, you know. This season was great, like I said. You guys, you know, you have a good experience with this?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was brilliant.
The only part you missed was when I was blasting the fried chicken song as I ran up. When I was finally geared on the private server.
Oh, and when he I don't know if you're recording, when Morgan passed out and then got the uncon glitch at Starry Military.
Yeah. We talked about it earlier too. It was yeah, that was a bitch, man. My head went in his ass for a while, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
I laid down on his body.
We
or something.
violated your body so much.
Yeah, it was bad.
I got pooped on, literally, man. I had to cry.
Man, but yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. Did we have a few questions from the stream, Genji?
Yeah, we had a few. Most of them were answered though. We had 3 from Buzzkill Mento, which were: are you doing any more series? Who are you going to play as the next season? And will you have a more hostile character?
Well, yeah, I think we talked about it earlier. I do plan on trying a hostile character, a bad guy, trying to sympathize with a bad guy at the break of the apocalypse. I want to make him look like a good guy, so he has his human side, turning bad, you know, and stuff like that. And we keep sympathizing with the guy, something like that, you know.
Kind of more like a more like just fucking like a more mobster Tony Moretti.
Yeah, well, I'll stay away from the mobster thing because I already fucking done that, eh?
But you know what I mean, like a more.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah.
More bad guy. Tony was supposed to be a lot more harsher than he was, but it turns out that he was like a fat, lovable guy kind of thing, and it's like
He was a chooch.
he was a
I have,
chooch,
I have a question.
Hey,
that
who
I
the fuck just said I was a chooch? Hey, Tony, relax, dude, man. He was just kidding around. Yeah, I bet he was fucking kidding around, that little bastard. Wait till I get my fucking hands on him. I'll fucking rip his nuts out and feed him to his
I'll
wife.
do you in like I did your other character.
Oh, Jesus, guys, stop it, man. Holy fuck, okay.
You're
All right.
giving him bad time.
Are we good?
Yeah,
Are we good? Everybody good?
Yeah,
I'm fucking good. You tell him to be good, I'll be good.
I'm
All right.
good.
I think we're good.
Okay, so we got 2 more as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got this one's from Shinobi Stream. I wonder if there's going to be a storyline with a non-American character sticking out tongue face.
Yeah, well, that's funny because I tried. I could do a Canadian. That's the best I could do is for foreign accents.
Do an Irish.
But
Let's hear your Irish accent.
What? No way, man.
Irish.
I can't do the Irish. I don't have the Irish. I can't do it,
You're
man.
rolling your tongue, laddie.
I think I could practice it.
Do a crack addict.
2 of them I really want to experience.
Alright,
and
crack addict.
but
Give
give
us
us crack. Give me some crack, bitch.
I sucked your dick. Crack ball.
If you're not,
Have you ever sucked
You
dick
need to
for
do
crack,
that with the
bitch?
hobos. Do that character with the hobos, please.
Yeah.
We need to do it.
Yes, hobo code. Hobo.
Oh man,
Go,
but
girl.
Since though is practice a fuck ton and try and
Yeah.
like watch a lot of YouTube videos. That's what I did for my Australian
you just need to
accent, 'cause at
practice in
first
your
I was
shower.
more British,
yeah,
but
of
then
course.
everybody was like, "Hey, are you Australian?"
Yeah.
And so
but
I started
the-
basing my accent more off Australian, and I started emphasizing the more Australian
It
aspect
goes,
part of
yeah.
the
It's
accent.
because you're too lazy.
Yeah.
to actually
But I
make
think
it
a lot of
British.
practice is all
Yeah.
that I need. I mean, you're talking to the guy who put on a headset with a schizophrenia simulator. Playing 24/7 for like a whole 24 hours. I woke up with it and I went to sleep with it. Like, and
Jesus.
I woke up the next morning. I took it off and I was going nuts. I went to do groceries and shit like that. I'm dedicated when it comes to do a role. I just want to make sure I'm choosing the right thing, and I really want to do Australian or Irish. Like I want to go in one of those.
A little like secret information here about me. So back when I was in 2013 in DayZ in the IRA, me and a few other people, me and Declan and a couple others, we all watched a show called Hell on Wheels to see how to speak in an Irish accent for the IRA, and that helped us so much. So yeah, TV shows are great.
Yeah, when you speak Irish, you've got to kind of emphasize the last word. You know
No,
what I mean?
it's not that hard to speak a bit of the Irish.
This is how
Yeah, I
you
suppose
learn.
with practice,
Well,
it's
for the
very
moment, we-
doable.
Roach, we're gonna all like make a Lucky Charms commercial like playlist for YouTube,
Oh,
and we're
no.
just gonna have you just like go to
No,
sleep. to
we'll
it.
make a bandit group called the Lucky Charms, and we'll all be
The
Irish
Lucky
and run around
Charms.
rob
They're
people.
trying to get me Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Charms, give me your stuff.
That's
Drop
it.
your weapons right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so-
Roach,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do an Australian accent, ask Chief. Chief does a really good one.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh,
heard
it's
Chief
been
do
a
one.
while. I don't know
You
about
can do
Chief's
an
good-
Australian
Chief
accent,
could
Chief.
do a lot of stuff, man. He's really good. He's really
You
good.
need to play Albert
Jade does a
Walken
good one.
in your neck.
Jade does a
Yeah,
good
Jade is phenomenal.
Jade is
very good at
phenomenal. Yeah,
writing
Jade
it.
is
Although
phenomenal.
she does have a little bit of a New Zealander accent sometimes, you can tell if you know the difference. But
Mhm.
for the most part, she sounds pretty bogan. She
Sounds
sounds
the same to
Oh,
me.
I can't. You fucking doing any
Oi, can, I'm gonna fucking hit you with my phone.
Boy.
Hey, Yoshi.
Bun says like I could teach you a shitty French accent. Well, I am French, so I'm actually French.
Shitty French accent.
Yeah, my
That's
well,
nice.
wait, there's
Nice.
two because there's like the Quebec shitty French accent. It's like, hey, you guys, fucking having some fun over here. It's like I like that kind of accent, and
pizza.
I thought about
Quebec with
experimenting with it. But yeah. Did you have another question, Genji?
Yeah, we got one more. This one's actually from Jules. Julia here.
Hi.
How did everyone develop their characters / personalities used in the series?
Let's go down the
I
list
figured
for
we'd go
that.
down
That
the
sounds
line,
pretty
that's
good.
right.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
down
yeah.
a list.
Okay, what was the question again? Repeat. Sorry, my cat
So,
went on my keyboard.
how-
I'm glad it didn't stop the stream.
How did everyone develop their characters / personalities used in the series?
Well, like I said, I had that form. People submitted it to me. Mr. Blister's the one who gave the most general idea of what Sam is. Even the name Sam, I took it from that form as well. So, because I liked it. So, but I had to develop the character still. and I tried him a lot. In fact, I played before for about a week with Sam on the server, which I've erased that memory to start the show after testing him. I just test it out, man. I go in the server, I try things kind of. I give myself an idea of what I want, and I try it. In fact, Weldon could even confirm Sam did not sound like that before. Like the first filming session, the first or second episode, when I meet him, the Russian guy that I kill, I had a completely different voice. So I try shit, I refine it as I go, as I play, and I think that's the best thing. Write up a small backstory to work on, and that's it. How about you, Red?
Yeah.
Weldon? How do you develop your character?
Weldon's got a one for this one.
Weldino.
I think he's
we'll
dead.
get back to him.
Lucy, yeah, we'll
It was
get
about
back to
Blazer.
you.
So next one's Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Kelsey actually started out as an alt character that I fucked around with Poro and Earthwalker actually, and we all had characters together. And so the basic backstory for Kelsey was, she was in Russia with both of their characters and like with her brother and stuff, and like, things happened and they ended up coming down to Chinaris, and her brother died for reasons that I won't say. And she wasn't a bad person, but she was more of like a chill stoner, I guess. And she developed a lot when she started hanging around Austin, and that's how her mind got a little fucked up and she changed. So.
All
right, and buddy, how did you go about?
I remember back in the 2nd grade in the school play.
Rip me.
I don't know. Character. I've actually had I guess we can call it persona for buddy for God knows how many years, long before since I even joined Daisy RP. And when I joined, the whole application process was, hey, you got to make a backstory for it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's different. So I came up with that, and it's ultimately just myself, but
younger,
amplified. Like the traits, the personality, everything that I put in the character is just on steroids, a lot larger than life than what I actually am. But yeah, much younger and just initially a lot more innocent, but obviously that didn't stay that way, rip. But yeah, that's how it came out.
All right, and Morgan creates a lot of characters, so he knows what he's doing.
Chief has like fucking 30.
Chief. I keep saying Morgan. Still
Yeah,
in
it's
the
okay.
mindset.
You can call me either or. I typically, when I create any character, I like to draw from several different, like either characters that are elsewhere just in the world, or just particular actors, or just their performances in movies. I drew a lot from the Book of Eli, and also from some old westerns, how you have a lot of kind of vagabond type people that travel around and they kind of search for danger kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But also I kind of drew a lot from surprisingly enough from Joel from The Last of Us. He's kind of, this character's got a very gruff kind of feel to where it's like he's lost a lot. You could tell there's this underlying guy in there that is very caring, but he puts up this giant shield and he's really defensive, and he doesn't want to get too close to people, and he doesn't want to get near kids. And so that's part of the reason why he kind of shunned Buddy in the beginning. It's kind of where I drew that from. But
Dick.
no, it's just a lot of different references. It's just to build the character. It's not just I wrote out the character and I played it. It's a lot of studying and kind of trying to change patterns, because I know for some people it's difficult once you've played a character for a long time to switch into a new character. So that is that way for me when you put a lot into it. So anyways.
Yeah. Who's next?
Coda.
Coda. What's your process, dude? Making your characters.
Making characters?
Yeah.
Now, with me, I like if I'm like if I sit down and like make a character, it takes me forever to come up with something. Like I kind of
just like it took you to say that phrase, huh? No, I'm kidding you, dude. I love you. I love you, dude. It was just there. It was presented to me.
I'm sorry. I was.
You were dramatically giving it to us, man, and it was delivered. Love you.
Sorry, my dog is burying his face into like the fucking wall because there's a rat in there somewhere. So I was entertained by that. Anyway, rat. Anyway, yeah, with me, I just kind of have to like I come up with the name, come up with like the nationality and stuff, like get a basic like where he's from and everything like that. But after that, I just kind of come with it on the spot.
All right.
Like,
yes, on the spot. Kind of like me too.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Like I kind of come with this. I'll do like a little bit of thinking.
Hey Benny,
like, I'll get a little bit of a backstory. Yeah,
we had to skip you because you were like mute. But and how's your
sorry,
process,
bro,
Ben? Yeah, it's fine. What was the question again, Genji? Just so you refresh.
How did you develop your character's personality in the series, or
in a whole too? This is good for people watching who are curious about our team.
If you feel like you were in the whole.
With Danny, what happened was he went to Shannara to find his brother, but then found his father, Bobby Bell, for Jabba, and then when Danny first came to Shannara, he was a bit of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I think Julia or Jules will remember when Danny was a bit of a coward. With Anton. Yeah, he was a bit of a bitch. And then slowly, as he met his father, he moved up and up and up, and became more aggressive because of his father. You know, Coldwater, the mercenary group. And then slowly and slowly, he began to sort of change his personality in a way where he cared about no one. And all the stuff happened with Fox from the Horsemen. After what happened with her as well, he just did not give a shit. And I think as it developed over the months and everyone saw it, I really enjoyed playing that character, to be honest.
Excellent. And how about you, Logo?
Usually I start with like what career path they would go in when I make a character, and I kind of like grow it from there in terms of what they are. And there's always like a little
create
part
a
of me
basic
in there.
skeleton, sorta.
Yeah, there's a little part of me in there depending on how the personality goes.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you on that one.
I think
like,
everybody-
a lot of characters that people make are based on themselves.
Everybody
definitely.
sprinkles in a little bit of themselves.
Except my first character, which is just me, and that's just
Yeah, no, Logan Powell is literally just Logan, and it makes me feel bad for like whenever the inevitable fucking zombie apocalypse comes. Logan will die.
All right, and how about you, Descendants? Are you still with us?
All right, good talk. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Oh, how about you? What's your process in developing
I'm
a
here.
character
What?
for roleplay?
Were you talking about me?
Well, yeah,
What?
I was.
We're asking you a
question. We're asking you a question.
Well, what's the question? Sorry. I
What's
just
your
got
process?
liberated,
What is your process in developing a character, basically, for RB?
Well, my most popular character, like my most well-known one, is Jimmy Kraft. I was
How did you make the character?
How did you make
I
it?
was getting to that. I don't know. I was just sitting there watching TV, and then I started thinking about Daisy RP, and I was away from my computer at the time. Kind of like already, or no, this was around the time Nahulius had his the baseball bat thing where he hit the dude with the baseball bat in Caminino.
Yeah.
And there was like a news report video on it. Yeah, I watched that video on YouTube. Started thinking about Daisy RP. Radio host would be a pretty cool character. So then I just wrote down a few things on a piece of paper because I was like at my mom's house, so I couldn't get to my computer. I just wrote down a few things on.
Yeah, so you kept notes, which is good. Yeah.
Are you a
and
fan of mac and
Genji, how about you, man?
Well, like for me, when I make a character, I usually I always make sure that when I do, it's completely different from a previous character, if you know what I mean, like personality-wise.
Yeah.
But I always have to make sure that if I'm being this character, I always think to myself, if this was real and if I was this person, would I feel cool being this person? You know, would I feel great doing it? But like, usually I'll just write. I've started getting into the habit of making a short story for the start of my character, and then all the in-character events that happen are what build up. I mean, some of my characters have changed massively, like Genji. But like obviously, let's be honest, Genji. Obviously, I was called Genji because I'm an Overwatch fan. I'm a main, innit? I'm a weeb, alright?
Oh, so that's where you got your inspiration, man. Like
So you
Eddie
play
Beck.
Warrior, right?
I was looking at a Beck's beer, and that's how I got
Yeah.
Beck's name for Eddie Beck. You know, so.
But I had to find a way to get that name. And like how I did it was I thought, right, he was he was in the UN, so he clearly helped people. So what I was thinking of doing was having him as a volunteer. So before Genji got into the apocalypse, he was a volunteer, and he went to Japan to help in the slums for children. And because they basically said, oh, we're gonna call you like Genji because you're gold, pretty much. That's what it means in Japan.
I need healing.
Yeah, but then he's Genji's actual name is Peter. That's his real name, like the character. But yeah, it goes all wacky.
It's a fun fact.
Yeah, but Genji became like, I don't know. I got carried away with him kind of after the series. He became a crazy lunatic who was one of the leaders of the. Yeah, he became one of the leaders of the Angels, which was quite a big faction. And yeah, fucking, it went crazy.
We ran into Genji after that, and yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. We got to keep going. We're about to hit 2 hours in about 5 minutes, so we're gonna have to keep going.
Alice,
So
I am
Jules,
Hansel's brother.
real quick, what's your process?
Normally, I like to take sort of a concept. Has anyone seen Dr. Strangelove?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end, one of the characters I've made that I didn't play much of, Carly. Dr. Strangelove at the end of the movie, spoilers, it came out in the 60s, I think, the movie, so screw you if you haven't seen it, but Dr. Strangelove talks about having a mine shaft with a 10-to-1 female to male ratio, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool concept, like having the females be sort of like breeding slaves, basically.
Yeah.
And I run with a character like that. That's generally my process, but with Julia Riley, I got bored, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to play myself. I jumped in 100% myself, and look at the psychotic bitch I became.
Julia
Okay.
Riley's yourself?
That was originally that's how it was supposed to be. Yes.
Wait. So wait. So when we were sitting around the campfire with my boy Boost playing as Jake Kai, and you said you were gonna rip my intestines out and wrap them around his neck, was that you speaking?
No. But that at that point it had gone off the rails. What happened, I think, is basically, you know how y'all called me a spy? She actually was a spy, but not for the Horsemen. For a cult that I made called the Chosen, which is basically, it was a bunch of immunes that had immune superiority and said, well, if you're not immune, you're weak and you need to die. She was a spy for that group of people. So I think that's sort of when it kind of went off the rails, when I sort of had that character become a part of that. Plus, when she went into the Silent Majority, there was a couple hostile situations which basically triggered the anger in her. And then I sort of started to think, okay, well, my character's starting to develop this way. I need to have a justification as a backstory. And that's when I filled out a lot of things that you don't know.
All right, and Shikaka, real quick.
I usually try to make when I make a character, I look around at what I see in the community or in our group, and I try to make something unique that no one else is doing. Like when I made Derek Graceland, not very many people were playing merchants, and then on top of that, how often do you see a clothing merchant or a tailor? You don't.
No.
So that was my process when I made him, is just make something as unique as possible. And with his attitude, if you've met him, he's nice, he's polite, he's very courteous, but unnaturally so. Where most people, they're going crazy in the apocalypse and they're getting mean and vicious.
Yeah.
I wanted him to have the exact opposite effect, where like he was already a nice guy, and he is going a little crazy, but not in the sense of like what everybody else is doing. He's getting nicer and more polite, and just more and more and more. Like
I think
way more so.
I think like the typical sort of like storyline. So when the apocalypse first starts, everyone's normal as they were, and as the apocalypse gradually gets a lot more worse, they tend to do more fucked up stuff in order to survive, and then they slowly become.
It just
that person.
Evolves the human mind, through its current state.
Like things that would be like back in the day would be classed as like fucked up, like killing somebody. 2 years on in the apocalypse, that's classed as a normal thing, which it is. Yeah.
And I didn't want him to be like everything else. So that's my tip for anyone who's looking to make another character or coming to join the community, is try and make something completely unique from what everyone else is doing.
Hi, I'm Derek Graceland. I say
And a
Chris.
fun fact also about Chicago here. He played Christoph. You know, the guard that was at my cell. So he couldn't be there. Pebbles, love you, man. He couldn't be there on that day specifically, and we couldn't, redate. So we had Chicago here dress as him and everything, and he played that role beautifully. He died beautifully. So
Get
And
kablamoed,
How
son.
isn't that Pebble's voice though?
I got
yes,
it is
because
voice-
I overlapped.
voiceover.
Yeah,
I got,
voiceover.
I got
yeah.
shot by Chief in that recording session, and then the very next recording session was the last one, and I was the guy in red with the 1911 who got blapped, who was Roach's
Yeah.
last kill.
Yeah, basically. The marshal as well, Mr. I eat grenades for breakfast. So what's your process, my friend, on developing your character as quick as we can, because we're already at 2 hours and 1 minute.
Okay, so it's kind of a strange process with me to make characters. So what I do typically is I come up with a name, I come up with a profession, and I come up exactly, what it is they come from in the real world. And then kind of have a loose idea of what I want them to do in terms of during the apocalypse. I'll go in game, I'll pick up an equipment set that I feel comfortable with, that I feel like the character would use. And then once I feel like the character's geared out, then I log out again, and I will sit there for literally a day, 2, 3 days, as long as it takes, and I will write out a series of short stories that surround this character's experiences, both before and after the apocalypse. I write out their entire life. I have some of, not to make it sound too much, but I have some of the most fleshed out characters, main characters than most people. Considering my main, the Marshal, which I just recently shelved, has a novel-length backstory at 40,000 words plus.
Yeah, he told me about that. No kidding.
But it's just a lot of writing, and it's really all it is. I developed their personality and what made them who they are through writing. You can get it as in-depth or as simplified as you want to, and it's really what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, exactly. That's the key thing. What you're comfortable with, and I think not being shy helps a lot too. You don't have to, man. It's a fucking microphone. Nobody's looking at you.
Yeah, but
nobody's judging you.
saying that though, I do think that people should venture out of their comfort zone. So say these
Sometimes,
people that are into like sort of friendly hero RP, they should try and switch into like a more hostile.
Well, kind of like I'm debating doing right now, right?
With Maverick as well. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, with the next season, I want to switch it up now, and we're definitely, if there's going to be a season 5, definitely going to think about favoring that style of gameplay. Now to finish off with Undead, aka Austin, what's your process, brother?
There was no process for Austin Maverick. Basically, I had been playing on the server for a very long time in 2013, and when they started to switch to standalone, I disagreed with it and took a long 3-year hiatus because I was not a fan of standalone when it first came out. The game was shit. So I took the break, and then one day I saw Roach's video, and I saw Tony Moretti, and I was like, huh. So people are actually back in RPing and shit, and there's actually the tools required to RP a little bit, so maybe I'll join back. So I saw the video, and I came back, me and my friend Ape on the community, Buck Maverick, his brother. And so we came back, and I just made the character. We just thought of a name. There was no real backstory. We just thought of a name, and then we put together a backstory on the spot, which was basically the gun running and his father and all that shit. And then, because to me, with a character, backstories are important, but what happens in the community and in the server in RP is way more important. It builds your character, and that's what that's what created Austin. I'm talking, when I first came out to server, I looked like a white name. I was wearing fucking soldier clothing and shit. And actually, on the first day, I met Chief. Chief. He was one of the first people that I ever met on the server. I met him on his homeless characters, Prophet, and the rest of the hobos.
Oh shit! That was you?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So that was the first
Relations coming to this day.
Yeah. But to be fair, to continue with that, my character and creating my character was all done in RP. It was done over the course of a very long time, and it was affected by many different characters, from Sylvester Todd to Jim Wrecker to Roger Laboria and
people from the Masquerade fellas that he's mentioning, which were reoccurring in my seasons.
Yes. So yeah, So Austin was in the Masquerade for a solid couple months.
Those guys
so.
are
Another
gonna be
fun
the
fact.
legends.
Yeah.
The Masquerade
yeah.
either made you or break, like made you or broke you though. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it made me. I became a ringmaster in the Masquerade in like the first week or two, and then me and a few other people really just had a lot of fun in that group. And while it was a great group and I did enjoy it, I'm glad I moved on and I managed to find other groups that also fit my character and evolved it even further into the bandit you know today. So.
Which is a great
Fucking
one.
dirty bandit
Another
RPer.
another small little fun fact before we let you guys go here. The finale episode was supposed to end on episode 13, and I had a lot of shit happening. It wouldn't render anything beyond like 45 minutes for some odd reason. I was just so pissed about it, and so I had to make the 2 episodes. So yeah, it was supposed to be 1 episode, but turned out to be 2. So which is better. We got double the fun, I guess. So 14 episodes this season, guys, and that's all thanks to you. I couldn't have done it. Like I've mentioned before, the story of one lonesome cowboy would have been the most boring shit ever. But you guys made this interesting. You guys made it all possible. The Horsemen, I was so happy to bump into the Horsemen, and everybody agreed, okay, they will devote themselves to my character this season, and it was amazing. Even after they disbanded, like they still followed, and to all the extras as well that came in to play Horsemen, they're fucking fantastic as well. We needed numbers, and we had them thanks to you guys. Some of you never even said a word, and you were still there. And God, I can only respect that, that you guys want to help me out so much. To everybody this season, everybody involved, viewers, even everybody, thank you guys, man. Like you asked about my motivation and why I do this. Because I like creating experiences for people around me, and that's like my main factor of motivation. Sorry, I wanted to keep that for the end. That's why I didn't mention it earlier. But my main focus is the people, the RP, the experience I get to live is awesome. And the fact that everybody does know I make videos, they want to go in deeper with me and create a connection throughout weeks and months, and nonstop, just coming on and doing their thing so fucking eloquently. It's amazing. So guys, thank you for a 4th epic fucking season.
No worries, mate.
It was wrong.
Get around the applause going, boys.
Yeah, I can't really clap. I can push the talk. But yeah.
Same.
Yeah,
I was
I'm just
slapping
gonna
my
slap
cheek.
chest. There you go.
I was
Hold it
slapping
down
my
with your
cheek.
elbow.
Right,
your
guys,
face.
beautiful. So,
Just,
all right.
just to satiate my curiosity, what the hell is a Wilhelm screen?
It's
What?
like,
You never heard
Oh,
of leave this channel.
Yeah,
Get out.
you know that big screen? You hear it in many movies.
You're not a
like,
white man.
you hear it in TV shows, movies, videos on YouTube. It's one of the most overly
pulling
used
it up
scream.
right
In
now.
fact, there are 3 different Wilhelm screams. But the one that's mostly commonly heard is the one I put in the show, and I did it on purpose because I was like, everybody's like, I dare you to put it in one night when we were talking about it, and I said, yeah, I will, and I did it.
Star Wars: A New Hope.
There it is. You heard it.
Oh.
There it is. That's the Wilhelm scream.
Okay,
so.
I never knew what it was called. I knew what it was.
Dude,
What
I
it's
learned
called.
about
I
that
didn't
like
notice
maybe
you put that
about
in.
4 or 5 years ago too. Like, I mean, I didn't know this all my life. I kind of
That
caught up on
goes
that.
back to the 50s or 40s,
Yeah, it's
doesn't
old.
it?
It's very old. Very old.
Fucking
Yes.
bro.
But guys, beautiful season. We're gonna quit the stream now. We could keep chatting a little bit after if we feel like it. But I hope everybody had a good experience between you guys and the viewers. I know I did, and I really hope I'm able to make a 5th season, and that some of you guys, if I approach you, you want to be in this because you're all fantastic. And I just I want to top the next season. I just don't know how the fuck I'm gonna be able to do it. And I just want I want to see the support though. It's got to be worth the 30 hours I spend a week too. So guys, please take a minute, man. Just share the videos, talk about it, because if you don't do that, like, nobody's ever going to get to know me. I see often the question that's repetitive: why don't you have more subs? Because you guys need to share. That's how this world works now. It's sharing media. So if you do it through Twitter, YouTube,
Sharing is caring.
anything, sharing is
Sharing
caring,
is
guys.
caring.
You can't donate. I don't care about the money. Just share, get it out there. Give me a lot more motivation to continue this. You know, let's build a channel. I would love by season 5, let's hit the 10,000, man. Wouldn't that be fucking great? Like,
would be
it would
good,
pump
yeah.
everybody part of the show as well. The more subs we get, this is not only my channel now, not after 4 seasons. This is our channel. Everybody who's ever participated, they're all part of this channel. So help us, help everybody, and maybe help you if you end up finding me in the server. And I hope you do. On that note, guys, love you. Much love to everybody.
Roach for
Thank you so
president.
much.
Roach president.
Roach for president.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Is it?
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Have a beautiful time.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye.
time.